See? Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. We are the Titans. And tonight, hey people, let me tell you something. We answer better. Pat.
All right, blessings.
Yeah, man. Yes, that one go up. All right, so hear this now. Hear this. Come here, the two edits snake run out. And I don't think they're going to play out tonight. But Andrew Holness over a prayer thing yesterday. When them ask him come up with a little foolishness now, say, we are not play that, make on hear with the garbage. He might wear trap through water, film rule have to keep Jamaica safe. Brother, let me ask you something. If you have a country and it named out by US and other places as a narco state, when them say politician corrupted, can that them say no? And that them say no, melting pot and by that. Them say the politician them corrupted and say everything. So in the indictment, the five island where them pick out his bellies, I'm gonna show you something. Cause so we are started when I put them in. See the 5 island here, people. See the 5 island here, and Joe Biden they pick them out. So I like we remember when I do with the 5 island. You wanna see the 5 island, right?
Yeah.
The 5 island there, Bahamas, Belize, Dominican Republic, Haiti and Jamaica. Them put it in an alphabetical order, right? Them put it as so when the indictment, Pan Maduro said the 5 island with their bag of jokes. Them attack some man are going like an Jamaica. Them attack them say the politician them corrupted too, and them are do it. Andrew Holness and him nest. But yes, still, him come up out, them a trad water, and for us keep and them now say nothing. Because him know if him open him out, them a come for him. All criminal that, them know say them a come, hey, brother, it's a hypocritical thing him a play now. Like him now go say nothing because him a keep Jamaica safe by not saying nothing. Remember Biden don't say it already, you know, so Jamaica and narco state and Trump come say it. Them have it down there. Them have it, so the politician them around there, we should know say Andrew Holness mob. Them are juggies. Them are juggies. See? You understand? Them are juggies. Them know. Them know. And next thing again, them start up at the killing same way and Andrew try to justify that. Yesterday them kill a man. You see, we're gonna be with the Andrew case first, you know. And I want to go back to our case because I remember the case where the young where the man told me about his son. Where they murder in the station. We don't hear that. By the way, you come in same time. Like never get to talk about it. I call about the man later in the show. Now they murder next one down Clarendon, but tell me what, the youth that Magadan where used to come check me, a brethren. And the youth that cousin them and me, a cousin. See? The one at Black River is a selector then killing them. No, them a say a mistaken identity after them give TV chair. They say how much man back them up and them coming reinforcement and I him them kill. Man, look, the car. I show you say that is assassination. Them executing. 3 shots. The car not shoot up. If the car tell you a different thing. No, tomorrow, me get a thing where Minto go keep. Because Minto no want him name calling about Iran. And like, because Minto now I say, you know, them a mix him up in a things. Remember him run down the Minto is a piece of labor right piece of shit still, you know. Him and no police. Let me just tell him this. And them evil, fear destroy the youth, them and tell lie like this. And Joe, you ain't now go pretty brother. Remember there is a God. Yeah? What you do to the youth, them the other day just buy out 1 bag of chicken Kentucky chicken and trick the people, man. This year about election and turn around and kill out the youth, them, the people, them pick this man. You have 2 sons for Christ's sake. You cannot kill people, boy, pick this man. You worse than Pharaoh, man. You worse, brother. And then I'm going to think you hear a lie. Lie, pantapa lie. Brother, you forgot the head for these things. Maybe just make Lady come in with an opening and then make it come in and make it start knock them up in the car. My head, by the way, in the come when I good. Come out and make we know say 3 police, brother, kill over 64 Jamaican and still not the force. Nowhere else in the world you can't hear police kill so much people. 3 of them kill over 64 human beings and still not the force I tell you to protect life. Eh? And you are honor them like them a hero to kill Jamaicans. None of them people, brother, how much people in your house like? If you have 6 with you and your family, them that kill, each of them might have killed that more than 4 times. 3 or 4 times over. Wipe out the family completely. 64. And allow same way if you operate in the force and can kill you anytime. Because them used to the killing there, them love the blood. Like one day, them now go sick and dead, or them now go dead and them now come out of the force. This is evil. Let me just send it over to Lady. Yes, Lady. Yeah, yes, brother.
Yeah, first I want to say, good night to everyone tuning in. Yeah, blessings. Because I don't know where family around here, so, and to the host, and to, fellow panelists, yeah. But the situation with the GSCF and the citizen in Jamaica, it a run from last year at this alarming rate. And, it seems like there is no slowing down. Because currently, the GSCF is averaging 2 per day. And that is a statistic that should not, be happening based on the fact that we hear that crime reduction is down to the best it has ever been since independence. That was a statement coming out of Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister, mouth. But we are seeing something different. On a day-to-day basis, the citizens' life in Jamaica are threatened by the constabulary force. And we don't hear anything from the hierarchies, the so-called commissioner of police, the lame and lazy minister of security, and the corrupted and evil prime minister. And we don't hear anything regarding from the Jamaica of Justice group and the Umbrella Church group. So everybody seems to be silent on what is going on in Jamaica. The only person who are, in sorrow and disarray is the parents and family of these, individuals who has lost their life to the hands of the state. And people like us and some more, concerning Jamaican women abroad. But the situation is deplorable. Because I heard a statistic, regarding these 3 individual policemen that they have, executed 64 Jamaican. And if you, do the average, each of them would have 21, yeah, and a fraction. So we ask the question, what kind of society Jamaica has become? Is it a killing society or a caring society? I would more think the farmer killing society. Because nowhere in the world you don't see these type of, police killing. I mean, crime is something that we can never eliminate, but we can contain crime. And one way of containing crime in a country is to prevent crime. You can prevent crime and minimize crime by make sure the youth them have work to go and school to attend. And, where the security force is concerned and the powers that being put in place certain protocol that these men have to follow. And if they break these protocol, they know the consequence, harsh penalty. But we are seeing killing, that is on video and nothing has been done. We have seen where the security personnel has lied in contrast to what the video is saying, and you can't disbelieve the video. You have to believe the video. And we don't hear that anyone being charged for telling lies and for the murder. everything is just in a state of disarray in the country under the GLP administration, led by a corrupted leader, Andrew Holness, a man who come out and tell returning resident Jamaican citizens by birth that they must meet the maker. All these type of garbage. A man that use derogative term like Radam, 15 year and all these type of thing. A man that threaten the youth them and the elderly in terms of parent over tie gun. And we see some weird, despicable situation being thrown out to the Jamaican citizen by Andrew Holness and his corrupted regime. You understand? Most of these men who are put in high place to, uphold the law of the country, they are unpicked, corrupted, partisan policemen. You cannot have the system being clogged with party-affiliated people working on behalf assiduously of the Prime Minister, the garbage corrupted leader. So the situation have to change. And it has to be recognized by wider society that Jamaica is in a crisis that doesn't exist anywhere in the world. Not even African police are killing civilians at the alarming rate of what we see is taking place in Jamaica. And I mean, as Jamaican, our voice must be heard in one accord. Whether you're Labour right or you're PMP, this has to be recognized as something despicable, something malicious, something that is harming the citizens of Jamaica. You cannot have policemen come around and you fear your life. When policemen or women come around, or the JDF, as we see in recent time, giant military operation, you as citizen must feel safe. You must feel good to see them around. They must communicate with people in a way that shows that they respect the citizen. Not come around and bully the people using some expletive word that they said to that woman that they killed her 4-year-old baby. Send her and her mother. What kind of system this in the country? Policeman under mask. What kind of something what kind of identification you can give in regard to if a policeman overstepping bound, yeah, and abuse the power we have, or you can identify him with him under balaclava. So the situation what we have is of one that we have to be very, very, cautious about. We cannot use politics to broad brush this thing. And I yield back the floor to you, my brother.
Yes, Byron.
Yes, well said, melting pot. But as it relates to Lonesome starting out with Andrew Holness, right, and then move on to Jamaica Constabulary Force. But one of the first things that we have to recognize, and I will always say this, that under no circumstances that I will endorse a narrative that crime is down by 41%, because let us be realistic. I mean, majority of the people in the intellectual community, right, for critical thinkers, right, will identify this government and Holness administration as a kleptocratic administration, right? Kleptocratic in the sense that you have, majority of his cabinet members, right, under investigation. The Prime Minister himself under investigation, as it relates to his statutory declarations, cannot be certified, right? And so then that is a situation that tells you that you are experiencing a government that defines itself as a banana republic. So where you have this administration that built on PR, built on lies, I have more than sufficient reasons to reject, right, that so-called 40% reduction. Number one is that when you have the person in charge of the PIOJ, right, Planning Institute of Jamaica, can come out repeatedly, not only one time, and lie about the statistics. You can't be doing that. And we have solid evidence that he lied about the statistics. When you come out to the public and you speak to the public and you said poverty reduced from 18% to 7.5%, that is ridiculous. Number one, how did you come to that result? You have to do a census. And obviously, you have not done a census. So then, point to prove as it relates to, right, when you have institution, right, compromise in that sense that they are now going to protect the status quo of corruption. So that being said, we move on to the situation in terms of what we have seen and what we have identified as extrajudicial killings and how the government try to spin it when, you know, the people are concerned about extrajudicial killings. They will always spin it as to talking about people shooting at the police and all of these things, all sort of mechanism of deflections without addressing what we are talking about, extrajudicial killing. None of us here, right, as it relates to myself, Lonesome, and Melting Pot, you understand, is going to agree, right, for gunman to, you understand, behave a particular way, and you understand, we don't support, as a matter of fact, none of us in support of any criminal or gunmen, right? And
That's
so then
Byron, that's why we don't support Anjo.
But exactly. That's why we can't support Anjo, because we don't support criminals. And remember,
yes,
in the essence that we are saying that we are here in this space, and many other people, not only us, here in this space, right, holding the government accountable as it relates to good governance, right? And that is what the people need, right? Now, when you look in the situation as it relates to extrajudicial killing, we, right, will readily to say that we are pro-police. So, of course, we always want to assist the police, right, because we believe that, I mean, with the police presence, you understand, it is good to keep down crime. So we are not against the police, and we don't want the police to ever believe that we are against them, right? We are against what we call a corrupted government, and where the commissioner of police, you understand, want to protect that status quo of criminality. You understand, in terms of new ideas, how they came up with new ideas and new ways, right, to put certain death or homicide, right, into various category to hide the true figures. So, I mean, remember, Jamaican people, what we are saying that, okay, all right, what they are doing now as it relates to measure the crime rate, right, that did not happen in Portia time in terms of the same method that they are using. And I'm saying be fair, because if you have to put your so-called crime down by 40%, right, and you achieve, said, under 700 murder, let us be fair, Jamaica people. If during the administration of Portia Simpson, if Portia Simpson was using the very same mechanism that you are using, you understand, to determine your homicide and your crime statistics. If Portia Simpson administration was using that, for Portia Simpson crime that reached under 1,005 would have gone roughly about, might be about 500 or 400. So it goes to say, as it relates to Andrew Holness administration, right, doing things to sell within the PR, right, it is not going to work. Now, let me just address the situation as it relates to Andrew Holness and, you know, not coming out. I heard Bruce Golding, let me mention that, came out and denounced Donald Trump. Let me say something categorically clear. I couldn't be in agreement with, you know, how Donald Trump is going against, right, international laws and Geneva Convention. And I can't endorse Donald Trump, right, as it relates to the situation with Venezuela breaking down certain policies, because I define that as colonization. And in agreement with Donald Trump as it relates to that sort of colonization, will be also extending it. That Donald Trump, you understand, giving him the right, you understand, to take on any country in the Caribbean, right, and colonize it. Now, Donald Trump is currently speaking on, you know, his objective of going to Greenland, right? And he said it clear that Greenland is next. He wants to capture Greenland because of geopolitical location that appeal to geopolitical strategy. We can't have that. And we can't endorse that. And one of the reasons why I have to speak on something clear. Here we have, right, Andrew Holness led administration, right, seems to be pointless and weak when it comes to drug traffickers throughout the Jamaican, right, perimeters to be responsible as it relates to their sea perimeter control, right? We see drug plane coming in, right? And no one being arrested and so forth and so forth and so forth, right? We know very well that Andrew Holness had done certain things in terms of his level of corruption that hit the Swiss system. So what we are saying, right, that we would like for United States to investigate that. Investigate it on the sense of merit, right, as it relates to the tandem of national laws and where the breach, right, committed. So what am I saying? I am saying categorically clear that I am not going to agree with the Donald Trump administration dealing with colonization in the Caribbean. Right? We can't endorse that. I can't endorse that. And so then I am saying that, of course, on the other hand, I am saying to the fact that we know that Andrew Holness corruption hit the Swiss system, right? Andrew Holness can be investigated and investigated accordingly as it relates to certain breaches. Now, if you look on how Donald Trump, you know, released the Honduran president, it begs you now to marvel. What is the real mission? Because here is the Honduras president, who deals with drug trafficking, being charged and prosecuted in the United States of America, and sentenced, right, for over 40 odd years. And so then if the situation with Venezuela was really about drugs, then you have to make it make sense to critical thinkers like me, Lonesome and Melting Pot, make it make sense. Because the question that we are going to ask you, why did you release the Honduran president, but you are pursuing Venezuela about drugs? That don't make no sense. So just make it make sense to us, right? And we are saying that, okay, what this looks like to me, right, is, you know, a superpower country is on edge and want to now take over the Caribbean, want to take over Ireland, and the next thing also posing threat to Canada. Now, I am not making up these things, right? Donald Trump is openly posing threat to Canada. He wants Canada to becomes, right, a state of the United States. And if that happens, it simply means Canada will lose its sovereignty. We can't tolerate that. The next thing, he wants to take over Ireland. And if he does that, Ireland loses its sovereignty. We cannot tolerate that. We can't give him rights in terms of what he had done in Venezuela, right? He has to follow, right, the international laws, has to follow Geneva Convention, right, rules and regulation. And so then, under no circumstances that we can endorse him, right, going into Venezuela, right, and dispatch the president, a sitting president like that, right? So under no circumstances I can endorse that. And I am just plain and straightforward with that. Although, they wouldn't mind him come and take out Andrew Holness. Anyway, Lonesome, go ahead.
All right, so hear this now. Yes, so Byron make the speech, and as him said before, Canada and thing, we know say that impossible. And why? Canada and American troops, them train together in a giant same kind of training and everything, and then the world not stand for that. Them would not go and in that get impeached and them that are moving. But when you touch a third world country, we know say him not flip on that. Okay. Andrew Holness now in the other hand, brother. This have a problem with him. Here when him say yeah, so him not come out and talk like Byron, you know, Byron can't talk, so can we talk already, you know. We know the foolishness. Jump if you're wrong, you're wrong. But this when they touch the drugs now and him talk about Jamaica is a narco state. I mean I joke about that and we are ask you if you can go down there go take out that man of Venezuela, or you know take out Andrew and the administration and the top brass of the police and the PSOJ, because remember, you know, are members within the PSOJ, and we have put it to no, sir, right? Are members within the PSOJ and members from out within the government, because when you say politician, when you say other day, within the government, are members from the PSOJ and the big police boy, them involved in the drugs runnings in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Number one, I'm put it clear to no. If the one away, go come from get to me, Byron and Pat. So we don't know to get us same way. We not have no job. Oh, we go fine 80 million for carrying job. US. Oh, we don't get that. Let me tell you something, Byron and Pat. We have over 700 billion things that we import. That means a US them take by it. You see some of the US there, it pay for the drugs that are coming to Jamaica. We don't get export 1.8 billion. Billions. Them can move the money in a value. Them same guy them from the PSOJ. Members of them. I remember them mix up. If I get to you, just see him sit down there in a little boat shack and he make $1 million a year, you know, you know, he will never sit down for $1 million and two and buy a little bike. I try set up where him off, I try move out. One out of the three. If now sit down, no get to people, no sit down for the money, and you know, see it start spend same time. And by the way, if we up here and we send the money to Western Union and MoneyGram, all $100 them are turn back, them are hold it and are turn it back. And I question people. Yeah? So them put in red tape for the small man, them buy right.
Yes.
Yeah? So we know so the big money will come from the big boys at Jamaica. And then I jump say like you go for the money, you need to go down there and disrupt where we're going in Jamaica. It's a narco state. That remember we not ask. We not ask. That's what I do a lot of Jamaica good. Because we can't have a criminal government. When enough of them who know in a WikiLeaks, them in a something or the other, we not pan down and do all kind of things. And that's why only just say one thing. Only you know, one kilo Jamaican meal, you know, them in endangered species, you know, that even water gun, the baby, that's why them go kill a baby the other day, brothers. Even water gun, the man them come, hey brother, it coming like if you're carrying a water gun for your little grandson now, you have to go up at the licensing place to go license it. For him carry a water gun because of 15 years. Just like a wee gun, 15 years. Water gun, plastic, or fire water. See? This is how Andrew them evil. But I know the man not say one thing about cocaine. We kill so much people around the world. I know him not come out and him brush it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what I'm saying, brothers. Yeah, what I'm saying, melting pot and Byron. Hear this.
I pray for the nation. We are living in changing times, uncertain times, uncharted waters in many instances. And my job as the steward of your affairs and the servant of your wishes is to keep Jamaica safe. Not
Yeah, if you keep Jamaica safe, it can't have so much cocaine around through it, brother. You can't make the police a kill off the youth them innocently and tell lie. But the cocaine may put yourself in a trouble. You know what opinion about? Yeah, what I'm saying about this one, brother. Him say I keep Jamaica safe. Jamaica hungry like dog. If I never win a dance, but Jamaica sing long time. Him not keep nowhere safe. Them a line them one pocket. Hear this again, Byron and lie.
to steer into waters for which we don't have to go. Not to invite problems on ourselves when we have our own problems to
Not to invite problem. If we don't start the truth as a sovereign country, this gonna be Michael Manley, now Patterson, now Mama P. Never. You hear this, Byron?
Remember,
You can't believe this? Eh? You believe that speech, brother? Never play about the part there. I talk about problem, I say we no problem. If you don't say, brother, you're wrong. Him knows a jump and come for him. Half him crew. Chairman run him keep silent and him silent, deafening. See that at the clue this in the Byron. See right come the run up on people. You hear what the man say? Play it again.
Jamaica safe. Not to steer into waters for which we don't have to go. Not to invite problems on ourselves when we have our own problems to deal with. This is not us recoiling from our principles and duties.
Brother, there what you do. There what you do. Oh, you mean stay about having one problem? That is, if you speak the truth, it can't be a problem. It's a sovereign nation. You don't like what going on in the Caribbean, and that you can't speak. Because you know, so them are, hey, him knows if him up in him mouth, him know what. You see, brother, this clear for me, people. For sure you say him know. And they must warn him when them go down there in December. Say, but listen, remember, says a narcotic place is not running out. We know the whole of the name, you know. So, he might try keep away. That mean him for quiet. Because when him quiet, them not see him, jump not see him. You hear what I'm saying? It a cause problem if it... No, brothers, the man talk the thing him say, if him chat, it a cause problem upon him. Them done. Remember play it back. And no me say so, him say so. You hear what I'm saying? Him no want go in and that listen.
The servant of your wishes is to keep Jamaica safe. Not to steer into waters.
Yes, still look how much cocaine down there, look what going down there. He might keep Jamaica safe now, we're not hungry. That equal death to the whole of what me just say. Not to stay Jamaica, if you just talk one thing, brother. Play it again.
Jamaica safe. Not to steer into waters for which we don't have to go. Not to invite problems on ourselves when we have our own problems to
Not to invite problem on ourselves. When we have one problem. That means if you know if him up in the mouth, them are gonna slap them in a Jamaica and press them on the jugs. And come for them. And that thing just saying up like that. Me never want to play the rest yet. Me have to carry you in like because when it's so hot in and them have to carry back Byron because this two we can't pass this, so you know. The man has said not to steer in no problem, but we have problem for myself. We just say, boy, President, we don't like what you do with the Caribbean and we don't know if we next. So we know, you know, you have to do it better. Go through UN and do something. Just simple that. You call that say, for put you in a problem, you know, and you're afraid. The man threatened him in a Byron. Malcolm will be go to Jamaica in a December. Yes, lady.
Yeah, man. Rubio, come down the 11th of December, you know. And you hide that meeting, that discussion. But make us kick off by, you know, acknowledging the 7th of January. Now, the 7th of January was a day of national prayer designated by the civic group of churches. But the day was marred by the uncertified prime minister turning up and being allowed to give a speech. Now this man can't get nothing name prior, you know. Everybody in Jamaica and people outside of Jamaica know this guy. He's a certified criminal. You don't have criminal giving prior, you know, and National Day of Prayer. And I don't say it because of partisan feeling or nothing of that sort. I am saying this because the man has a track record of criminality. How do you allow an uncertified prime minister with a track record like this guy to give a speech on a day like National Day of Prayer? That's why you see him, you know, couldn't say nothing of any great substance. You understand? Because this guy, you know, very, very compromised. You understand? And him cannot speak in the terms of a leader, a true leader, a caring leader. Because this man has unleashed a terror on the Jamaican citizen throughout his entire tenure. But within the last 5 years, he has ramped up that with a lot of zozo, state of emergency, disaster risk management, all type of bangarang just to disrupt the people in life in Jamaica. So having Andrew Holness turning up on a day like National Day of Prayer and giving him the privilege to speak, I think that it is a disrespect to the Jamaican citizen. Just look at what we saw in recent months leading up to the general election, and especially on the day of the general election. Let us just ask ourselves the significant question. Should Andrew Holness be a part of the general election process, knowing fully well that he was under investigation for illicit enrichment and various other activities like participating in SSL? Come on, my Jamaican people. So when the church have this guy with a mic in him hand addressing a significant day like National Day of Prayer, it's a disgrace. And I don't make no bones about that. Yeah, I am speaking from the depths of my heart within. So I know this guy can't vote for the people of Jamaica. This guy is not in charge of Jamaica. This guy will not protect the sovereignty of Jamaica, because we see already that him give it away to America because of his compromisation, being involved in a lot of illicit activity such as narcotics. Yeah? And everybody know that the amount of drugs that flood Jamaica in recent time, and this guy lip seal up to this very moment, is a major cause for concern. So I am asking Donald Trump, now that you have completed phase 1 with Venezuela, phase 2 must be Jamaica. No two ways about that. Phase 2 operation on drugs, if it's drugs you are dealing with, Donald Trump, must commence in Jamaica. Because Jamaica has been highlighted, not by you, but by Biden in his past, yeah, as president, as the transshipment hub for this type of substance in the Caribbean. So when you come and, you know, you rubber stamp it, yeah, it never like fluster me in any way, shape, or form. Because I know Biden, which represent the Democrat, did say the same thing. So if you, Donald Trump, yeah, because I going to tell you this, Donald Trump, under no circumstance you can colonize the Caribbean region. So just get that out of your head. And you can't colonize the Americans country them in a South America and Central America. Because Bakramasa Day is done with. Colonial rulership done with. Yeah? But if you pursue drugs, you know, you can't just stop at Venezuela. Venezuela phase 1. Jamaica should be phase 2, the transshipment hub. You understand? Well, when it comes to Greenland, I don't busy with the on Greenland that the European them will deal with you with that. Because, you know, your little time soon elapse. So nobody should even pay special attention to you and, you know, capturing Greenland. That will never happen, Trump. Yeah? Better you focus on something else. Making America great again using, you know, your Republican Party member them. To work assiduously to make America great again. But not by disturbing the region. We don't want that. We want you work in regards to the crime you know that has taken place amongst Caribbean leaders. One such is Andrew Holness. Remember, money touches the system, you know. And I hear money them there. The greenback. Several 100,000 of it. One go. And remember, he was a part of a mafia scheme. I upgraded from Ponzi scheme. He was a part of a several mafia scheme that defrauded investors, even from same place in America. You understand? Jamaican and a whole and locally as well. And I know you all know about that. Yeah, that's no secret. America know about Holness, them know about Cash Plus, and them know about SSL. And them know the amount of US dollar, especially that run through SSL, that did not have a license to even touch the US dollar, much less to trade it. You understand? So we know you have issues to deal with, and we are asking you, since you complete phase 1, move on to phase 2 quick and fast, because Jamaica have problem with Andrew Holness. Big major problem. Not just with cocaine, but with also gun trafficking and ammunition as well. You understand? So we have major concern in Jamaica. Concern that the Jamaican local authority does not seem to be interested in fixing those problems. So if you are the solution from outside of Jamaica, please come and address this urgently. If you love Jamaica that much, and you see Jamaica as having a long-standing bilateral agreement, you know, relationship with America, then preserve that. But please do not escalate a war in the Caribbean region. Melting pot will denounce you for that. I want you to work within the powers that you have at your disposal and do the right thing. Clean up the drug in the region. Because you know what it's doing to several people, even in America, Canada, and UK, and the wider world. Several thousand people died yearly because of this class A substance. You understand? So, get to work, Sir Donald Trump. I will applaud you as soon as possible as you find yourself in Jamaica. I yield back the floor to the other panel.
Well, you know, well said, Melting Pot, and you know, I like your view on it as well, right? Seeking to take a parallel line as it relates to what we are saying. We have no problem in terms of Donald Trump pursuing, right, the drug situation, and as it relates to Andrew Holness administration. We have no problem with that. But we do have a problem, right, as it relates to the pursuit of colonization. We are not going to endorse that.
No.
So yeah, we said that clear. But I want to remind something in terms of the United States interests, right, as opposed to where the United States may seek, right, to have friends, right, as it relates to that concept, right, that they have interests. Now, we have to remember what happened in the 1980s. And as a result of Michael Manley dealing with democratic socialism, right, to strike a balance in terms of equal opportunity to for all, right? And so then the economy can work for you and you can work for the economy, right? We are all stakeholders within the economy. And we do that through the process of making sure that we are educating the society, because Michael Manley believed in meritocracy. And so then, when you look on the effort of Michael Manley, right, in doing that, and strike democratic socialism, and you see a corrupted Jamaica Labour Party in the quest of getting into power, concocted a lie, right? And where the CIA aided Edward Seaga in the 80s to fight against Michael Manley democratic socialism and sink democratic socialism, right? And if we are to look, but in that time, as it relates to the visit of Singapore Prime Minister, right, visited and took the model, the economic model from Jamaica, Singapore is still using it. But Singapore realized one important thing, and I want people to listen to me. The important thing that Singapore realized is that corruption take down any nation. The Singapore Prime Minister said, our president said, he has to choose, as it relates to two roads in front of him. One, he can go to the route of corruption and enrich himself. Or two, build an economy that is vibrant, eliminate corruption, and where the economy can serve everyone and people have long-lasting prosperity. So this is where now we come now to the square. Now, Andrew Holness, blatantly, premeditatedly act against the interests of Jamaican people. I am not going to, shout and carry on and all of that. I am just calm right now. Although me I say me calm, sometimes some of the things that hit me, I have to shout. But more Jamaica people to listen. Andrew Holness crippled our economy. People have to understand that God is God, and you have to believe in the Almighty God. And it's He that made us. He is omnipotent, all-powerful, omniscient, know all things, omnipresent, here, there, and everywhere. And as Father God laid it out, that when you have a corrupted leader, what happened? The people suffer. So let me ask a question right now as we speak. Is Jamaica suffering? Well, we all know the answer for that. We have a corrupted leader. So let me ask a question. As bad as Edward Seaga had been, as bad as Bruce Golding has been, and as bad as Alexander Bustamante has been, I want Jamaica to tell me, have we seen any one of them jump from Ponzi scheme to Ponzi scheme to Ponzi scheme, robbing Jamaica investors? No. And it is time now that we need to avoid all the distractions that Big Mama want to send out, Josh Davis want to send out, and the Commissioner of Police want to send out, for us to lose focus away from the corruption and arguing about crime statistics and murder down and blah blah blah. We're not in that with them. We are not going to be getting distracted. The situation that we have on here is a corrupted leader. We have a kleptomaniac. We have someone who cannot control himself from stealing. It is that plain and simple. Where do we want to go from here? Now, what Jamaica need to understand, that one, why this is premeditated. Let me give you some facts why Andrew Holness' action is premeditated. And it is time now that civil society must come out and call out Andrew Holness. Decent people in PSOJ must come out and call out Andrew Holness. Umbrella group of churches must come out, right, and call out Andrew Holness. So let me ask the question. Are we, as a society, is saying to ourselves that we accept a criminal to lead our political process? Why are you calling Andrew Holness a criminal? He has not been charged. You're out of order. You're out of your way. Okay. All right. Let me ask this question. Do you believe that the Integrity Commission investigators, they are PNP affiliates, PNP associates, PNP comrade? Well, let me say this to you, what might be you don't know. It is Mark Holness who crafted the Integrity Commission bill, shape it, design it. It is Andrew Holness administration who passed it in law. Do you remember from 2020, as a matter of fact, from 2018 to 2020, Andrew Holness was applauding the Integrity Commission investigators? Let me ask Jamaica this, because they believe that Mystic Sensation or Melting Pot or Lonesome, you understand, we just attack because we hate Andrew Holness. No. Right? We have nothing personal against Andrew Holness. And why should we have anything personal against Andrew Holness? I know I am comfortable in my space, Melting Pot comfortable in my space, you understand, and Lonesome comfortable in my space. We have no reason to grudge Andrew Holness. We have no reason to bad mind Andrew Holness. But let me cement this. So after Andrew Holness applauded the Integrity Commission investigators for 3 years consecutively, the very moment that the very Integrity Commission investigators that he had applauded, the very moment he had placed under their observation, under their surveillance, then the criticism of the Integrity Commission investigators started. He started to attack the Integrity Commission investigators. He now applying to the court to want to crush the Corruption Act that deals with illicit enrichment. Now, but let me ask all well-thinking Jamaican, let me ask the umbrella group of churches, and let me ask every civil society, a prime minister who want to run a country and want to eliminate a particular law that govern the behavior of politicians in holding them accountable. That prime minister want to destroy, want to eliminate that act. So PSOJ, have you seen anything wrong with that? Umbrella group of church, have you seen anything wrong with that? Civil society, have you seen anything wrong with that? Are you all saying that it is okay for the prime minister to make an attempt like that to eliminate the Corruption Act that can hold politicians accountable? Are you saying that you accept this? And so us and this umbrella group of church, civil society, where is your voice? Are you also agreeing that the Prime Minister, along with his cabinet member, must go in Parliament, do business as usual, without signing a code of conduct? Let us start in Jamaica. Let us argue the point, right, where we can come together as it relates to common sense, objectiveness. And so then when Big Mama and Draws Davis look at this, I am asking you, Cliff Hughes, and I know what you are going to say. Let me say what you are going to say from now. The Prime Minister has not been charged. Now that is not the question. What I want you to answer, is it okay? Is it Cliff Hughes and Draws Davis? Is it okay for the Prime Minister of Jamaica going 3-4 years without his statutory declaration, cannot be certified, and you are there defending him, length and breadth in defending him? Then you need to look in the damn mirror. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, ask the question, ask yourself this question. If it was Mark Golding in that predicament, Mark Golding in that conundrum, would it be okay for Mark Golding to be doing it? And after we have Andrew Holness out of power, Draws Davis and Big Mama, is it okay for any Prime Minister in the future to be doing this to the Jamaican people? This is the political representation that you want, Big Mama. This is the political representation that you want, Draws Davis. It is wrong. So let me ask you a question. When you see that 700 and odd US dollars in Citibank account, and the Prime Minister saying that it is a mistake, it is 700 Jamaican dollars, and where that money sits in Citibank more than 6 months, Draws Davis, Big Mama, you know better than that. You know that the bank reconciliation report would have picked up that from day one. Am I lying? Tell me, come out and tell the people of Jamaica that the 700 and odd US dollars that Andrew Holness have in Citibank. Talk to us, Cliff Hughes. Draws Davis, talk to us. Is that a mistake? Is that a mistake? Was that Jamaican dollars and the bank reconciliation doesn't pick it up? Then everybody in the bank is supposed to get fired. So when you look at that and you are defending none other than a criminal, it is a fundamental wrong. You can't turn a crocodile into a sheep. And I yield back.
Brother, you see the part where you said the money with Andrew Holness, the 700,000 US, right? Can you imagine? It never happened to Citibank yet. US different from Jamaica, and you bank Jamaican, and somebody turned that in the US. That means the bank can have brought by this. It have how much 100,000 customer bank account, and it never do one. Not one, nobody else come out and say this happened. And it happened that Andrew, the Prime Minister, and it happened that Andrew money now is like Jesus bless it like when bless the fish and the bread. Right? And it multiply and turn in a US. So 700,000 Jamaican turn in a 700, turn over $100 million. Turn over $100 million, $700,000, you know. Because $700,000 the other day when the matter apparent to the current money, or more than 100 million Jamaican that. 700,000, like 750,000 of a US, right? It all of a sudden, oh, a mistake the bank make. The bank had to up over 100 million GU. And it happened to be that you are the Prime Minister, you're so honest.
Crazy.
When you get in a trouble, when them put out this, you know, it did a long time, you know, it bank under there. It was 700,000. I'll have make a talk to them and tell them, say they make a mistake. The bank never make these mistakes yet, brother. Them have to do, I cannot take them, that's the money the long time. Long time, brother. Never happen to nobody else. How much 1,000 customers them have? But a fee, it does happen that Andrew Holness for the Prime Minister bank account. Fee money get blessed up like the bread and loaf. They let fish and loaf and turn in a US 700,000 over 100 million Jamaican. What a man lie, brother. What a man lie. Him lie on the taxi. Him tell, you know, when we answer two taxi, that's when go on the stage go say, you know. But remember, lie, you know, come straight in, brothers. See? Because the man did go up, remember, you know, when put on, when them right and get it in the IC Byron and part, 3 taxi, 3. And here next, hear this now. Hear this car, Byron go touch it and just grab Byron, you know, if you draw me out, you know, brother. You know, so we are the Titans, we don't easy around here. Hear the man, hear this now, the people. Got 3 taxi start. Remember, you know, him wife couldn't find money for buy food.
Exactly.
6 months before. But him find over 20 million alien people him all have money. Or him get the money the people out time pay. When them get like 1 million in all per year for pay as a member of parliament. You lend the money and lend much millions. You not get so much in a pay. So that's a lie again. The taxi them know people. Him, the man, say I'm selling the taxi. And it's something that before transferring him name in a Byron, everything happened in favor. The man dead. But him pay it off, so it's not enough him name. The man dead, you know, dead. So the company, you know, go see him name in it no transfer him name. So, and then him close it though. Oh. So the man now pick me, you know, me not understand the man write no paper give you. But him done pay it off, as him done pay it off, so I'm ready for transfer it right and the man dead. So there is no proof that him own a taxi company name, so, because it's not the man name. Yes, so the man lie. The man go search up a man, but might have a little name, that's the first tax, not the dildo, the other one. And the man, they must search up a dead man name, and then put it on the dead man. I lie him a tell. It can't be like in a strike running. Brother, how the dangerous man? The man dead before him can. Brother, he buy the taxi company from the man, and the man dead. He might make 10 million, and the man I'm gonna sell him for 1.4 million. And if I pay the man 15,000 per week till it don't pay. And when if you don't pay the man dead. So it not transfer in a name. Eh? Who you could have tell that, brother? Him should have live in Canada, US, and tell them that. Because me know him that rat in a prison right now. The one of that is lie. And me ask you, Pat, can me take taxi? You ever take one of the taxi? Me know a big mama ride pan dildo taxi all the way. Me hear about that. Me hear him and Draws Davis and the one of them ride. So them know about dildo taxi. That our power them. I carry them at work in a morning time, carry them home. If them ride pan go home at night time, and some them ride dildo taxi. But me don't know, Pat ever take a dildo taxi yet? You know about dildo? You know about this dildo thing yet? Oh, I want to get this from man. Dildo taxi. I buy it from Big Mama them the name, you know. I run out with it, you know, brothers. Dildo taxi. And it will make over 10 million per year. But I know no taxi now make them money there, people. None. Them time the taxi fee cheap, or you make 10 million per year. And then this thing now, brothers. Him come out of that, hear him father the other day. Lord, no 2 taxi. It's 30 taxi, mom. It's about 30. But hey, you find a thing man that big mama. Big mama brothers. You find us a lie. But him talk about two taxi lie. He's 30 tell me him off. And him have more clear off our. Where him get the money from? Hey, you know, say, hey, I'm police don't go film father and still interview him and use it against him. Him father think him on the bus. We and the big mama. So him try to kill the argument. Now them come up with that kind of things that tell about this and that to try to go around. Yeah? You understand? It bad. This bad, but this time lie Byron, like we just said, the man is a A1, yo, and the lightest thing that
Exactly.
Never before. I mean, I'm telling you in the future, come with how much years I you know, I'm going to see nobody else like Andrew Holness. Dangerous. Very dangerous. The man can't tell you how I'm getting riches, you know. And then when start to come out and play, you know, reverse psychology, them lie, and them the online, and we might drop up, you know. Them like, no, my brother, we not do tabloid run yes, man. We're only by your own words. We not say things where you not say, brother. The man, I know people, let me say it to you again. Oh, him alone so lucky. You buy a taxi. The man I give you and sell it for 1 pint, but you make 10 million per year. So the man will not make more money than you. The man I sell you, and when you don't pay fee, the man dead. So you don't get nothing in your name. You can't show the papers in and lie that again, because if you buy something from somebody, they must sign and do something and give you something. Yeah? It can't be a pay half and the man not sign it over to you neither. But when you don't pay it half, the man hasn't done get the last money, so him just dead. And that means you don't get to say, boy, the man, you think he's killing just like, then him father say, I come out of the business and him go invest. Where you invest in a Ponzi scheme? Nothing when not straight. Holland, Cash Plus, SSL. Nothing not straight him involved in a way you look the trade him a go down. With people money. Him alone get back money out of it. It's a goddamn disgrace. Not true, Pat. This is a goddamn disgrace.
More than disgrace. Despicable.
Hey, my brother, why me I tell you, you know? Why? We have some very learned people in the chat, you know. Yeah? I soon come to that anyhow. But I don't like when time garbage like all bushrat run out and talk about Andrew Ban with gold spoon in my mouth. You know? Andrew Ban with more than gold spoon in my mouth. Because we know that for sure. Because just look, Andrew always come out bright on the other side when everybody in a darkness and gloominess, you know. Him always come out overwhelming. You understand? Successful. Because he never yet failed to accomplish a mission in none of the scheme them where I'm going on. You understand? The mafia scheme them. Because we upgraded from Ponzi scheme, you know. Mafia scheme. But going back to him father, 2 times him father fling him on the bus. Him father fling him on the bus with the amount of taxi them. And with the animal, not goat, hog. And July bad, you know. And July bad. Yeah, but I want to share something. Try Brown. Yeah, 9234 in the comment section. Him say, if the money did stay 7 more days in the account, the 713,528 US dollar where Andrew have. Try Brown say if it stays 7 more days in the account, it turn in a pound sterling. Big up yourself, Try Brown. And I really true. Because there it is again. Andrew Ban with gold spoon and the hungry man where same put 713,528 Jamaican dollars and it becomes US. Unbelievable. So Bushwater said this guy in a ban with gold spoon 9 mouth. In ban with platinum. You understand? Because Andrew lucky than lucky. That's all me know. Nobody else. Yeah, never put Jamaican money and it becomes US. So Try Brown said this year 7 more days in the account it turn pound sterling. And I think so to Try Brown. Yeah. But you see Andrew Holness now. Me know say Andrew a criminal. Byron no. Lonesome no. And everybody in the chat know. Yeah. We people them know say Andrew a criminal. Big time 5-star general criminal. Yeah. And him proud that him wear it for him chest, people. You understand? So that's why I have problem with this guy addressing Jamaican people. Yeah, me can't have a criminal attack to the public at large. No, because Andrew, yeah, we know him to be the liarest man, undisputed king of lying of the world. You can't have liar attack to people. Or you have them type of behavior there. A liar, hey, people just look on the store between the boy and the wolf, the little boy and the wolf. Yeah? And no say it not pay if it tell lie. It does not. You understand? Andrew Holness, as we know from him coming up politics, my brother said him can't certify from 2021. Me go far, far back than that. Me go from 1998, my brother.
And you're right,
Andrew can't certify from 1998.
And you're right. You're the correct part because it affected all the others previously and future declaration.
Statutory declaration.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah. And, you know, me have to say it as it is. Because Andrew has never been transparent in anything where him do since him coming up politics. Andrew coming up politics just for go on with where you see him go on with, you know. Not for uplift the country. That's why I'm doing build one school. Because I don't want nobody educated to know what I do. He want everybody to remain a fool. But we are run a school around here and I educate the people about your works of art from you coming to politics. You have been robbing the taxpayers' money. You have been doing all various activities with taxpayers' money. And all that you have done is enrich yourself to a stardom of super billionaire in CARICOM. And you have left the Jamaican people to scratch the surface of the earth for worm. You not left nothing for them. Up to them beach you take away from them, Andrew. Yeah, your cronies them. Yeah. You take away the ties from the little youth them. And you threaten with citizens them returning back home. People will send so much US and pound into the country to shore up the foreign net reserve kitty, the foreign exchange. Yeah, because on the short pan that, you know. Because my brother loaned some, you know, make a very fundamental point earlier on where the trade gap is concerned. Most of that US dollars go to buy what? Class A substance. Class A substance it spend pan. You understand? And then we say Andrew now play this little, you know, game of what you call it now, hypocrite. By providing a platform to the US, them say him at, you know, try clean up that sector. Who you think bear the brunt of that pressure? Poor people once again I send one little 100 or 150. It has stopped. Western Union a wallet. I turn it back. I question all type of and question them a post to people and send them money. Hard working people, you know. Nobody now look for them in a which part them they are sending money from, you know. But the money I get investigated through Western Union because Andrew Holness know have to do something in regards to, you know, what's going on from the counterpart overseas. Yeah? Them big boys we are spend the money. We are wash the money. We are laundry the money. Yeah? US know them different from the ordinary people. The 9-to-5 worker. You understand? US know them. The seismic of for them money, you know. Not like ordinary people. They ever see them the money there. In a them lifetime. You understand? So when you have Andrew Holness now, trying to protect the big boys at all time, and stepping at the poor people them neck, we can't have this guy here. We don't want him. He is have no good to Jamaica. He is good for nothing. There's no way we're going to keep Andrew Holness, you know, beyond 2026, you know. May God have mercy upon him when him got Privy Council. May God have mercy upon your soul, Andrew Holness, when you enter into Privy Council. Because at this your demise commence. Cause remember, I warn you again, I warn you earlier on this afternoon. When you lose in the Privy Council, remember you're no more Prime Minister. You're no more Member of Parliament. You're just an ordinary Jamaican citizen now. And I think that's when you have to prepare for Donald Trump. Donald Trump know you're going to lose in the Privy Council, He not really want to embarrass you too. He's a diplomat right now. So him just wait till them strip you of your power at Privy Council, him come for you. And when him come for you, now left you alone, he might pick up the rest of them with you. It's a mass migration of politicians leaving Jamaica, entering the shore of United States to go and see. Mass migration. Something resembling when the people run through the border with you. And the first in the history of any country, so much politician will be extradited to the United States out of one little third world country. Mark my word, Andrew, you and your minions, them. Up to Big Bam and Draws Davis. Going behind that Chinook. Is that Chinook? Them are send phone, Chinook. You understand? So, when you down there, I go on like say you're somebody, and boy, you're there, National Day of Prayer, should have shame of yourself. Yeah? That's why you run and give the church the 75 million with you, Because you know them like for honor you with them type of, official post here. But he's not an official in a Jamaica. He's an underdog in a Jamaica. He's not no official anymore. That was once when you just enter into politics. You have become an underdog, an underachiever, an underperformer. You understand? Nobody in a Jamaica, the massive no want you. Let me tell you the truth. The massive don't like you either. You understand? And you pissed off everybody in a CARICOM because you don't show yourself to be a stalwart in CARICOM. You know no substance. You know no backbone. You know no balls. You make me a Matley put you to the sword. Me a Matley can speak and speak with clarity and with authority. While you have to shut up your mouth like a little shame a maca dog. You can't open your mouth. You lap your tail between your two legs them like a little mangy dog and you bow down to America policy. Look how you send away the Cuban medical practitioner them.
Yes.
Look how you give away the sovereignty where the people them put in your hand and go molest them around them. With for them sovereignty. We didn't have a bigger sovereignty to protect, And you can't protect that. No wonder Peanut Dread say you can't govern a plate of food and I know we know for true. You can't govern a plate of food, Andrew. That you can't govern the sovereignty where the electorate give you to preside over the entire landscape of Jamaica. You give that way to Rubio. You understand? But now you got molest. You got molest Richard Curry, Chief Curry, with the maroon sovereignty. You know, sister, you're garbage, man. You have to pack your bag and go like the sheriff said. But instead, when you're there and do, you linger and lighter around the place. Then people will light and must get pick up, man. US will come pick you up. Trump is coming to pick you up. Soon and very soon. Trump is coming to pick you up. Yeah? Trump only wait on the privy. You understand? But make we open the book broader now into this Andrew Holness guy. You see a guy who like to, be a PR personnel, like soundbite, like for run with ghetto slang, but at the same time want to be the chief civil servant of the country. Them things they don't mix, When you're the chief civil servant, you must act in accordance with that role of responsibility. Certainly, because slang, you're not supposed to entertain that. Because I will tell you this, if the head of the stream dirty, the tributaries below become filthy. And your slang, we see a little nasty droopy face when you Google too. I use it in other format. I make the man them know say what them are the done. You understand, basically. You understand? Film thing them is just like Andrew Wallace and Crab, you know. You notice that them three people, Crab set to shoot and kill, don't waste no medical resource. This guy I tell the people them say meet them maker. You understand? I would see Google to know what take up the style and I threaten the youth them in the country. You understand? So we want to know say Jamaican people no look on them keenly, you know, and observe everything what them a say and do. And know so of it. Come out against these three old vagabond with a vote of no confidence. Get them out of the system, out of the society. And make sure no say we call foul upon them because them deal with a lot of foul play. Google to forget try and charge with the high level of killing since he become commissioner. Him worse than Google Gaga. We didn't think Google Gaga did bad, you know. This one is Wasara. Wasara.
True, man.
You understand? Him take it to a higher level because him a take telling from him farmer relative who was a known criminal as well. Ellington. It can't be a coincidence that one family produced two commissioners of the country. This is done deliberately through Andrew Holness action by partisan rewarding these men. But to never hear two commissioners come out of one family. You know them thing they hard for attain. Just like prime minister and presidential rule. You know, come from one family. Because we not deal with dynasty or royalty. We are deal with democracy. So I find it hard to comprehend when Ellington and Google too, from a relative background, find themselves in the commissioner seat. Tells you they are working primarily and specifically on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party and Andrew Holness. So you know there's lack of transparency where that is concerned. These men are like men who are yes man to this garbage criminal prime minister where we have in the country. So we know Andrew does not like the black people. I've been telling them Andrew think that he's a white Jamaican. Like the Croskeries. You understand? Him not like black Jamaican. But black Jamaican a fool themselves and a run behind this cow and him have him cow tail full of shit a flashing at them face. And them can't realize under Andrew Holness administration, Jamaica has lost more citizens than under any other prime minister. No two ways about that.
Sure.
And we're talking a vast amount in contrast to the rest of leaders them. Because don't forget this man eliminate over 7,000 people in the pandemic by calling an unwanted general election when the man have 1 year and 6 months left. But when we look the other day, him run down the clock. Run down the clock on the last election if we run like him, they ever want to call it. Then Jamaica people, want to use these examples. Use these examples to the beneficial to see who this guy is. You can't have 1 year and 6 months left in an office and on the back of a world pandemic, you call out the people them, inoculate up the people them with the virus and kill off over 7,000 with Jamaican and come out the number tell about 3,000 odd. Yeah, garbage, Andrew. Jamaican people must not forget this. This is genocide. And Jamaica people seems like they have short memory. Look like the memory bank closed. You should have get a complete wipeout at the whole of the seat them the 49 where you have. You should have get that at the poll the other day. Based upon the things them that happened within the last 5 years under your administration. Executing of the citizens using the pandemic. The locking up of the citizen for not wearing a mask. The high exorbitant amount of fine for not wearing a mask. The car seat, them the atrocity upon the people them. And on top of that, remember, the big SSL scandal where you come out publicly and lie to the people them. Say you don't know nothing about it. Neither you nor your members them around you. You understand? And then when we look at you edit, when we look at you edit, so we have to ask ourselves as concerning Jamaican. This guy is not for real. This guy must be drinking some mad puss piss as the man in charge of the country. Like every night him drink more than what the Shan Shifadi did a drink with him the little boy in India. Yeah, because under no circumstance, you would not expect a leader to behave in this manner like Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is a complete rogue. Just look how him administration perform. Ask Andrew Holness to come tell about the 1.4 billion when thief in friend Pumbad stick with you. And Uncle deliver 60 whole bus. And we don't hear nothing about the rest of the money. Andrew, if you come talk to the people and pan that, because you think it's a 9-year wonder, we are keep that in the memory bank of the people. You have to go 2026. Clickety-click. You have to leave the scene. Me not ask you, I tell you. Because if me have anything to do with you leaving the scene, you leave like a morning. Me not ask you, And me I tell you, say me I come for you with blood and fire. Like the comrade them. You understand? I see him, so me I come for you. And me I handcuff you tight behind your back. And me I make sure no say, me have some people at the airport. Not your one them a sing down to trouble Zion. We have some people that say, goodbye, goodbye, because you have to leave, Extradite you out of the country. Because me don't want even keep you at Jamaica. Me want to try you overseas, where you get the maximum penalty, where you get like 500 years. And them sentence them I want to give you. When me know when you over them place there, them have big massive amount of land for your work, for your farm. You have to farm and work hard. Make you know what it is to work hard. Make you know so well, then you must not trouble the people them cooking at them cookie jar. You're too much of a finger-fearing guy. What happened to you? And then we see some civil society group of people where we expect better from them, a par with you. Like you and them in some form of affiliation group. Me want to know what kind of membership them sign with you. Because every minute you run to them and them run to your rescue, What them I do with you? For National Day of Prayer. Them no sister use uncle a piece of garbage round the podium. You marred your Cajun man. Shame on the civic group of churches. And I yield back the floor to my brother them.
All right, well said, melting pot. Well said. Love it, love it, love it. But me quick sort of pass the ball on the left. Now, the question that we are asking, the passing of Hurricane Melissa, right? I want Jamaica to really think. Hurricane Melissa hit us, I think, on the 28th of October. I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong. Right? So we're talking about November, December, January. Jamaican people, the question that I'm asking, can Andrew Holness administration shows one house being reconstructed for any one of the persons who, right, had lost their house or their roofs damaged and so forth? Until now, as we speak, Andrew Holness is just PRing, and people don't realize that the months are extended, right? From weeks to month, from month into months. Now, we all know that Andrew Holness administration had gotten tons upon tons upon tons of relief aid. We all know that Andrew Holness administration had gotten billions of dollars for the restoration and the rebuilding process. We all know that. Now, on this point, Andrew Holness administration had not figured out how they are going to proceed while people are suffering. Now, let us come to the consciousness and the reality of the situation. More than 2 months, people are exposed to the elements. Don't have any roof over their heads. And you see the quick response in what? Supporting the elites like JPS. The quick response. The quick response in reviving the hotel industry. While the very same people who work within the hotel industries, some of them who lost their homes completely, nothing has done as it relates to the Jamaica Labour Party administration. So let me ask this question. For all the people who support the Jamaica Labour Party, you don't see anything wrong with this? Eh? Andrew Holness is supposed to set up an oversight body that he called NARA. He had promised that over a month ago. Over a month ago. And while he promised that and using delay tactics in delaying it, we don't know the status of the amount of goods passing through ADPEM. We don't know the status of that. Right? And so then what we see is Andrew Holness talking, time running out, and people are still continue to suffer. And yet, Andrew Holness, with his PR, is telling the world how effective his administration is as it relates to preparing for Hurricane Melissa. The other day we have some rainfall and the entire place flood out again. So even as we speak, and even as Andrew Holness telling the lies and the PR, there is no program, consistent program put in place to deal with drain cleaning. People, you are not seeing that? You are not seeing that? And so then, PR, on top of PR, on top of PR, and all that he's doing right now is pushing a narrative out there to cause deflection. Crime down by 40%, and then over because all of these things, you understand, that will help us, you understand, not focusing on the real issues at hand. What happened to the people who suffered the consequence and the wrath of Melissa? Now, we have seen entertainers, vloggers, right? And other people who came out and trying to help. How much percentage of the people who are affected get any benefit from the Andrew Holness administration. The government has the reach, has the capacity to reach to those people and help them. Have we seen those people being helped? Many people, as we speak right now, many of our people don't have a roof over their head and don't know where the next meal is coming from. And Andrew Holness is PRing his way. Andrew Holness find time to go to the Maroons. For what reason, I don't know. But can't find the time to get on the ground, to start some house projects for the people, to put them, to secure them, to make sure that they have a shelter over their heads. But he find time to play politics and diplomacy with the Maroon chief. The silliness of Andrew Holness politics. While he's doing all of that, people are suffering. People are suffering. Andrew Holness need to come out and tell us how many of the people who are affected his administration have helped. How many? It is sad. It is sad that the government, who has the capacity and the reach at getting the donations, right? Right now, it is sad to know that the 6.8 billion that we get from IMF, where we going to have to pay back the loans, as we speak, that money is helping out the hierarchies, society hierarchies, the elites, not helping the people who will be paying back those taxes. Are we thinking about that? The $6.8 billion that came for the people needs. We're not talking about wants, we're talking about needs. The people need to have a shelter. Many of our people are without shelters. I can't understand that Andrew Holness can go to his bed and sleep well. And I can't understand that many of those people without shelters who have babies, and so many have babies, that Andrew Holness is not hearing the cry of those babies. When Andrew Holness to gain the political momentum and the political campaign in 2015, he so-called heard the cry of babies. Right now, we have a lot of babies crying, and the mothers have limited resources to help those babies because they are struggling for shelter. We have seen the narrative that's spun by Desmond Mackenzie, wanted the people who occupied the few shelters that they occupied. They want them to leave. If it wasn't for us in social media, if If it wasn't for a lonesome, a melting pot, or a mystic sensation who carrying the issues, speaking on the issues, the government would have kicked out those people. The government gave them ultimatum. And the very same representative of that government who had given them ultimatum is the very same political representative came out and said, people are telling lie on the government.
We are telling lies. Come on,
People are telling lies on the government.
play it back to him. But the same senile brother.
And just imagine, but they used to it, Wayne.
Yeah.
Because these are the lies that they practice for years.
Yes.
And they still practice what we call the dinosaurial politics.
Yes.
Right? They used to run out and tell lies, but guess what? We are here. Social media is here for checks and balance. And so then we can play back the clip to him and ask him, who is talking? I don't think he want to answer that.
No answer.
My beam says AI, we set up. I know you might talk. Them that lie.
Yeah. No
Them
answer.
that lie. But I am saying all of this to say, while many of us were in our good homes, many people are dying in silence. They don't have the comfort of a home. And I don't think that is a priority of Andrew Holness. I know for sure, and I can bet my life on it, if it was Mark Golding, if it was Portia Simpson, if it was PJ Patterson, if it was Michael Manley, those people, a lot of those people would have on their way been sheltered. They will shelter those people. Jamaica, don't sell yourself short. You deserve much better than this. Don't sell yourself short. Value yourself to be important as they do. Value yourself because you want good governance. Value yourself because you know what good governance is all about. The sad reality, we will get nowhere when you have a leader so corrupted as Andrew Holness. I can't mince my word. Some other platforms will do it. But my conscience that I have inside of me, I cannot mince my word and try to turn a crocodile into a sheep. Andrew Holness is a reptile, is a cold-blooded animal. Take it from me. A man who had gone through all the Ponzi schemes in Jamaica. But brave enough, bare face enough, stand up on a podium, looking straight into his opponent's eye and said to his opponent, I lose money out of the Ponzi schemes. Jamaica, we can't accept this. A man who get up and lie that the People's National Party responsible for the 90s financial meltdown because of high insurance, the high rate of insurance, knowing very well that that was not the reason for the 90s financial meltdown. The primary reason for the financial meltdown was to the fact that they were giving their friends and cronies and criminals like them unsecured loans.
That's the Siaga, you know. And them, the same JLP them. Yes?
Unsecured loans that
That
carry
is
down the entire banking system. And the government, the order of the day, have to create a FinSac to rescue
the country.
the banking system.
Yes. And rescue the whole country, brother. Because we don't
Let
know.
me ask you a question, Jamaica. Let me ask GLP, PNP, and all sort of P. Listen to me tonight and let me ask this question. If the People's National Party had done so terrible as it relates to the FinSac meltdown, and as according to Andrew Holness, that it is the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. Andrew Holness saying this. So let me ask Andrew Holness a question. Then why are you protecting the People's National Party upon the completion of the report? Why? Andrew Holness, let me ask you a question. This goes to your wickedness. You know that the PNP created the 90s financial meltdown as according to you. The devil you are, the deceiver you are. You have ordered, because you're a hypocrite, an investigation into the FinSac. The investigators had completed the investigation and handed the report to the JLP administration. Let me ask you, why are you protecting the People's National Party? Why are you protecting them? Well, obviously, the reality is obvious. Because you don't want it to release, because you know that you, Andrew Holness, is a factor. And that is what you're hiding, because you yourself is a factor. Edward Siaga is a factor. Many GLP politicians, they are factors. And you don't want the embarrassment. Let me ask you another question. If you are dealing with transparency and balance, the crawl investigators that again you had spent millions of dollars in taxpayers' money for them to do a report and complete that report. Let me ask a question, Andrew. The report has been completed. Why don't you release that report? Why? You're not releasing the FinSac report because the FinSac report damaged PNP, so you're not releasing it. You're protecting the PNP. Okay, fine. You're not releasing the crawl report because the crawl report has nothing to do with JLP. But you're not releasing the crawl report. And these are the PRs that you spin, the lies that you spin. And again, so when you're coming out and spinning to Jamaican people, for some of them who want to be fooled, who want to be naive, when your administration talking about You bring down crime to 41%. You are a deceiver. You are a liar. You are a crocodile. You are a reptile. You are a cold-blooded animal. Go away, Lucifer. We want to hear nothing from you. And I yield back.
All right. So, let me tell you something now, Byron. With the report then, let me tell you when we released the report to, right? You see, the traffic guru report.
Yes.
When the traffic guru thing did done, it don't go show us the PMP not like what them did that say I did lie. When them
Exactly.
corruption. So when them go for the report, I remember all the shot them say all the shot to and the bother them. Them not gonna report them not gonna receive, them not gonna release that report in the 90s, man down. And them not gonna receive release crowd report neither. The crowd report. Because they're gonna show you them corrupted and them same one in a
Yes.
report. Yeah. Remember him do everything to try and put down Monday and everything and do all kind of things, you know. And him do reverse psychology like come show you. And by the way, you see what them do? Them send out him. And this is what him say. Him not say, it's when him come out, I look for the other one to show you. They make Droopy come out. And Droopy came out until they say crime down 17%. 17. Right? Because remember say murder, him say murder this. But the JLP no brain and them a run say crime down 48%. Which him Droopy, the guy come out and say crime down 17%. Remember say breaking gone up, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
breaking gone up. Remember say robbery gone up. And if them have vehicle and thing and can't stop these things. Remember say predators gone up too, you know. Remember say the big boy them a do that in the Byron. That's a simple maths. You can have more than 10,000 cow and goat and pig. Them thief every year. Yeah? A man kill 5 cow. You look at the belly, drop 5 cow. Which part in the ghetto you can store 5 cow, brother? Over 5,000 pounds. It tell you, say, I know the cold storage and the big boy, them who import meat and thing, them doing it. It
Yes.
show you like when you see the party place there. When you look in carry film big thing, you know. And check up the people, them big bull and everything have it up there. The people, them rush them, hear them now. And the butcher go up there too, you know. Everybody go up there, you know. Find juicy beef. You hear them, no, and the man in run. Nobody never see nobody run. Them go for the people, them things. And him say a film one and him go to sit them not say nothing else. You know what that mean, Byron? The big supermarket.
Exactly.
People them will come in, they are the people them thing I feed them. They don't put my ship and go away. But you couldn't take a cow or a bull where we have 1,000 pounds. You don't have no big fridge or nothing. People that say when you come with it. Them know you not have it. It's a ghetto. We know a ghetto run. They will deep feeds you have to put over 1,000 pounds of meat one time in that. Eh? Everybody that know. And then you couldn't keep it outside, there a stink on your carcass that drunk and come dry away.
Exactly.
Police that here in a space of no time. The people them they can't buy chicken back, Byron. Can't afford chicken back. So them can't afford. Remember, you know, the goat them are thief too, you know. Where you see there, them can't afford mutton. At over $2,000 pound for mutton now. They can't afford beef. Me tell them can't afford these kind of meat. So you know, so the big boy them are robbed from the poor liquor farm and I do it instead of them pay them. Them know. Them look themselves 14 to 25 billion a year industry that create. Same with the car them. When if you have no buy, you have no sell in a better. When them on the car them for buy the parts. The car them where them come in like the pro box and them a crash every minute and you want parts. Them imply people, the car place them. Yeah? Them imply people forget them to them, you know. Because them me and you and a melting pot go scrap people car. I have scrap 3 car, I have 4 door of a yard and in. Police not run in power and see with it and oh we get this. We are going to prison. But these things go back in the auto parts place and it lasts in there. That's why them leave the little part, the chassis number and them thing they in a bit better. Because when them take the 4 door, them and cut where them want cut off, it is their sell back to you. Where you can't lick up. So in every case that the big boy, them a benefit off of these things. Get up people get the end of the stick. Even if you use a couple of them get the end of the stick like some yard boy. You see me, Mr. Byron? So really compare to the big boy. That's why we not see nothing. Because it go back in there and them a benefit and them keep the status quo. Back to, before we go back on that killing thing I want to go and wait and really throw me off. Let me show you what Mr. Andrew Holness has said with Curry. And here I'm hypocritical. Because I saw him use word to please himself. Now, hear this. Tell me if this makes sense. Hear this.
There is no need to divide ourselves. In a time of disaster, unity is important. And what I have discovered, is that a lot of people want to be heroes, and they can only be heroes if they create villains. Sometimes...
Stop that, so you try to turn Mark Bull into a villain. You say I'm not born here. You say not, and you want to be a hero when you create villain. Look what come out of this idiot mouth. People, you use it and applies it across. But that means you create villain. So we need unity. You need unity. When you tell like Michael man, they try to turn him into a villain. When the man is more than a hero. You don't see my nastiness. You use it against him. When my talk no make no sense. This villain guy, I talk about you create villain. When him take Mama P and want to turn around partition them in a villain. Big Mama them do the same thing. The 90s. When in the 90s, people will get away, In the 90s, all we have cell phone and all kind of things, Because of practicing them 18.5 years. Michael and Portia are not practicing alone. Because Michael were there too. Sir Manley. Yeah? In the 90s, they get Jamaica set up that them have the vehicle, them and everything, what practicing them do, But in turn, them are try to turn them into a villain. We could have stood up and watch and tell these lies. You can't use word to please yourself. When you want to please it, go away. It's crosses. Yeah? Me name never play him no more. But him for the school way. Where my thought now work now. Use it back, applies it back to him. Yeah, what we want to touch right now. Saying we're not done with him yet, but yeah, we want to touch this because we're still sure. Really 2 hours and we not touch this yet. We want to hear this, brothers. This one never play yesterday. One yesterday. And one today. I saw, today do much yet. All right, one yesterday and one today. Hear them police killing our people. More you listen them good, and we're going to talk to the police. We'll do them 2 killing you right now. Here, remember play the first one. Listen this.
A man was fatally shot during a reported confrontation yesterday with the police in Kingston. He has been identified as 33-year-old Anthony Calvert, otherwise called Tony, of 14 Potters Row, Kingston 16. It's reported that sometime after midday, officers were conducting a targeted raid in search of prohibited weapons at the home of Mr. Calvert. The police...
Targeted. Prohibited weapon. Prohibited weapon, okay.
On entering the yard, proceeded to the rear of the premises where Mr. Calvert was reported seen standing in the doorway. The police reported that Mr. Calvert retreated into the house after seeing them. He reportedly pointed a shotgun at the police, who fired several shots, hitting him. The firearm was retrieved and Mr. Calvert was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. This brings to 16 the number of police fatal shootings Indicom is investigating.
And that yesterday when them said the day before. So him see them in set up on doorway. I went to see all these police and them have search warrant to go look for prohibited weapon. Okay, and him just reach for a shotgun and then point it upon them in a byron and them shoot him. All right, this is not yes or no. That yesterday that it was day before. This is yesterday. You don't want to know.
Mission of Investigations, Indicom, is reporting that 17 police fatal shootings have been recorded over the first 8 days of 2026. The latest fatal shooting occurred in Linstead, St. Catherine today. More from Princemore.
A St. Catherine farmer was fatally shot during an early morning police operation. 31-year-old Delton Johnson, otherwise called Teabag of Cheesefield District in Linstead, was shot after he allegedly pointed a firearm at officers who had gone.
Again, you know, and you're the one that stand up and door and wait when them come see him and them search for prohibited weapon. And then him go inside and go for a shotgun and pints and then shoot him. All right. So him commit, you don't call it suicide then. All right. You don't want to know. Because remember, I'll be a shit, you know. Continue.
To his home with a search warrant.
Them have a search warrant at this guy. We never hear him name about no wanted. You have a search warrant at Fim home, but you have a search for wanted men. So you get a search warrant for Fim home for wanted men and weapon. Wanted men, paralyzed. Listen good, hear this.
Johnson, otherwise called Teabag of Cheesefield District in Linstead, was shot after he allegedly pointed a firearm at officers who had gone to his home with a search warrant. Okay. It's reported that about 6 a.m., police personnel went to Mr. Johnson's premises in search of illegal weapons and wanted men. According to police, Mr. Johnson, a livestock farmer, was accosted and searched. However, he reportedly broke free and ran into an unfinished building where he allegedly retrieved a firearm from beneath a bucket.
So them watch him, people. So if them have him, he's the livestock farmer, them killing him. And them are search wanted men. Remember, you have a, who them get the warrant from? Because we want to warrant if we go a female for search wanted men. So in a film house, a be a man, he must sleep with him, turn them big mama them, right? He must be a wanted man in a film, because a man in this. And them have him in a custody. Then he broke free. He broke free for escape, you know. He broke free, running in an abandoned building. Most of the premises are somewhere near there. And then them watch him and then go under bucket. Them are tell him where I'm going and take out a license firearm. Then him point it upon them. Then them shoot him. Then make him run and do everything in a barrel. And go in a building, you know, and take out, and same thing with the other one. Him go into the house. And him go for one of them thing they gun, the mosquito on the car, and then point it and then shoot him. You hear what the police them used to? Execution, this, you know, hear again. Listen again.
6 a.m., police personnel went to Mr. Johnson's premises in search of illegal weapons and wanted men. According to police, Mr. Johnson, a livestock farmer, was accosted and searched. However, he reportedly broke free and ran into an unfinished building where he allegedly retrieved a firearm from beneath a bucket. The police alleged Mr. Johnson pointed the weapon at them and they opened fire, hitting him. An illegal gun was reportedly seized. Mr. Johnson was taken to the Linstead Hospital where he was pronounced dead. 310 fatal police shootings were recorded in 20.
And the one of them when them are killed now are the same thing. Now them that two more murder right here people. Them are cold-blooded murder. You
but
get
Wayne,
warrants.
Wayne, I want to ask a question. Wayne. And just imagine, right, the scenery as it relates to what the police is reporting. Who in a them normal sense being accosted by might be 3, 4, 5 policemen.
Because them say a warrant, a raid. So when them go 11 now more. Because so them 20 yard, yes.
Okay. When I'm talking about break free.
From who?
Break free from what?
And from who?
So hold on again. Was this man is a licensed firearm holder?
No.
He's not a licensed firearm holder?
No, he's a farmer.
He's a farmer. Okay. So when he said break free,
so
let us deal with it. Let us deal with it right there. Yes. Break free from what?
That more I know. From them custody.
So okay. Yes. What was he held for? Because if he break free, right? Break free mean that there was a struggle and he run.
No, so them told him, all right. So them said them go in and they said them held him in a custody.
On what basis? And what the basis being? On what basis why they would have apprehended him? What is the basis?
So them go search wanted men in a one man house. Wanted men. So they must keep in a bag of men. Wanted men not stay in a body room, man.
Yes. And what would be the basis for the apprehension of him?
So they must in a female house. You go 6 o'clock. and then you custody him. You don't even put your handcuff on him and thing. This is like a next thing. So him break free now. You have a warrant, or you have a search warrant and thing. Search warrant to get. And you go for look for wanted. Men, you know. That mean enough police go there. You have rifle and everything. And then him run him, turn him back and run. You know, run him down, you know. And then you watch him go in a building. Where you did there? And you run behind him and I watch him with the rifle. And then him bend down. Because the bucket him go in a abandoned building. And him bend down and him pick up and go under the bucket. That means him have to lift up the bucket by right. Him back have to turn, them and watch him. And then him take out a gun from under the bucket. And then him have to turn around and point it upon them. Then them shoot him. That makes sense? No, brother. Them man are going too bad. Them they make sense, brother. What we do?
All right. You
That
want
makes
now?
sense.
You want now? And I'm going to say something which the government would have to come and prove otherwise. The government is influencing the police force to carry out extrajudicial killing. Hear what I say. Here is my basis on saying it. We have the citizens, civilians, who have been accusing the police from time to time. The Minister of National Security said they have spent billions of dollars, right, as it relates to, improve the police force. Which one of the item is body cameras. So then, okay, for the process of transparency, where you have the police, I say one thing, and you have the citizen, I say another thing, contrary, and you have inconsistencies. Why the government not take a responsible approach in saying, okay, the government has to step in the middle of that, right, for the purpose of transparency. Legislate so that body cameras can become mandatory, particularly when you are going on certain operations. And these body cameras have to be stayed on. Right in the policy that at every half an hour, right, the wearer of that body camera must check it for functionality. So that we don't want it conveniently turned off and then people die. And then we don't have any camera. It wouldn't make any sense. Write the policies in a way so that we close them gaps there. So you put into that policy and the frequency in terms of checking the body camera itself as it relates to workability. Right? These operations need to have a third eye who can definitely mitigate as it relates to the inconsistencies of the report coming out between the citizen and the police. The government has the capacity to do that. The government has the budget to do that. So then let me ask, why is the delay? That doesn't seem to be a priority of the government. Because what the government wants, as it appears to me, the government wants people to be killed. And the police just come with the usual standard report. Right? They attack the police and the police defend themselves.
Well, that make no sense.
Well, that make no sense. So then, we are asking the government, right? Jamaica for Justice is asking what happened to the policy as it relates to body cams. How far does that policy reach? Right? Was there a bill that created? And what is happening to that bill?
Byron, Remember 2019?
Yes.
Man said when them say body camera, when it there, the eyes there and we have body camera and them did a test it 2019. Then him come back was 2021 that the crab him come back again and now them come back with foolishness. Remember
Okay,
that
so
2019, you know better.
Okay, so why the body cam has not been a policy today as we speak with?
Him did say them have some tested, them say them this, them and then him come and attack somebody and push it.
Hey, look, those are delayed tactics because the government is carrying out a mandate of extrajudicial killings. All right. Why is it that when we are talking about extrajudicial killings, they are deflecting and talking about people shooting at the police? We are not talking about people shooting at the police.
Let's nobody else shooting at police. None, right? No.
Why they don't talk about what happened to this? I am yet to hear the situation as it relates to the situation that happened in St. Catherine, where the policemen and soldiers went to this young man home, took him out of his home, brought him around the zinc fence, and shoot him. What is the word on that? Because that gunman, that young man, wasn't shooting at the police. So we would like the commissioner of police to speak. When you have the thing that can show.
I'm not sure it, man. But
ask him to speak on that specific incident.
All right, not sure it, man.
Ask him to speak on that specific incident.
Yes.
Right? And ask him to identify in that where that youth is shooting at the police. Because when we are talking, it seems as if he's not hearing what we are saying. We're talking about extrajudicial killing. We are not talking about criminals who are shooting at the police and the police have to defend themselves. That commissioner of police, that is not what we are talking about. We want you to address situation where policemen went into the home of individuals and have them in their custody and kill them. Can you come out and speak on that?
You can't do that. You can't do that. Melting pot. Because melting pot. Because of something for you know. Can you imagine them take the youth and put him in a unfinished building and kill him there? So at this them just say the bucket and the gun. Them don't kill him in the room, you know. So they might think of a way which might to kill him, them take him out time room and they have an unfinished building like them just scare him there and say, but then look, boom. And so, okay, we'll find a gun under a bucket, and them take up the gun and point pan. Nobody will do that. And by the way, ask any police, and they will tell you, say, listen, man no want to shoot off no police, you know. Ongo time a man fire shot off a police and when them cornered to get away. Them, if they want to shoot off a police get shoot off every day. Them have to go in a garrison. Man doesn't sit down and shoot them. Serious to God. Them know. Some police couldn't go to them yard. Because them know say you couldn't come home. Nobody no man shoot off nobody no shoot off a police. So ask them. Them tell me no Byron. The reason why they put on the light, like for a crime go on, is when they put on the blue light, and man them tell you they move. They make the man because it's safer for them. The man was say them come and hear them alone. So somebody no really. Because them not gonna shoot off for you, so you know. But if you know them way to get where them not really want to kill you. So they see them way them corner, them fire shot, but them more want to go. So we put on the light. If you show them where I come, can pick up a body and thing. So we know say clear, we tell them clear the way for me. Them know. A matter of fact, when them shoot the 4 police, the 1 youth. That no, you see when 11 man go there, Holness. You know, the crowd come and say, I don't think it not really happen. The commissioner himself said too, so when police come and read that it no man not gonna do this. Because it's not a thing, they never expect it. Him have a rifle, send us. Them go and knock up, send us knock and 4 of them get knocked, the whole 11 of them go away. Holness say 11 of them. So even, you know, say one go with the body them, and even what we the whole of them take with them body. No man no want to get no more shot. So it's 7 move with 4. No, you get out a man out time house yesterday or today, and you take him as a livestock farmer, I can go kill him and say no. Him break free, you accosted him. When a man accosted you and him break free from you, How much I wanna go now? Them do it at Cherry Tree Lane the other day with the 22-year-old youth. Him come up in the door. Them came upstairs and kill him and say him draw a gun from man. You know, say the same thing the man them I use. You know, see the man them I use the same thing. Them kill the youth. Look here, before party you come in now, but look here. Look here, let me show you something before you even come in your part. Look at killing you. Them kill a youth, and I'll show you a car. Right? Let me show you that car here right now. I'll show Byron it. That car here, it make Minto down there now tomorrow. He might have Minto go keep things the tomorrow, you know. And then one of them come out tomorrow. Because Minto said them a mix him up. Minto in a part, I mean just scare from now, you know. Minto say them a mix him up and mix up him name in things. And it's a mistake in identity. After the news, see what the news say? Let me play this before you come in, Pat, because you have to address this too. And Byron, hear what the news say, well on there. I have to make you hear what this news say. This is what the newscast say about the shooting. When me news there. Find the news here. See? I'm going to find the news here. When me just put the news there. I'm going to find the news there. Every man and a shootout. The news there. They're going to find that. Now make Pat come in and go and find that. But when you see the car, 3 shots in the car by man. 3 shots. The car clean. But that are every shootout. No, them has a mistaken identity. The youth are married and moving up. The youth, him cousin them, because film must see uncle or something married to one of my cousin, you know. You see? Yes. So, you know, so them youth there, boy, my cousin, I feel them cousin too, you know. Is that this Jackie, the youth and the music? Tell them about ladies. You see me as a part?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because, I mean, you know, I listened to an interview with his sister, and I mean, she pointed out exactly the type of things I'm into. And she even make mention, say, when I'm cousin, it want go with him, and him say, no, man, because when me go deliver the goods, them, when me I return back, me I go up on her ends. And she say, girl, then, girl ends, him I go up on. So, we know DJ always a bit like that, you know, very vibrant and, you know, pleasant and like you know, being around people, because it's just a culture when you're a musician. Any form of thing you have to do with music. Whether you're an artist or you play a sound system or you're a selector. We know how these things go. Yeah, but make we look on, you know, what go on in Jamaica with the GSCF guy them. Yeah? The untrained, unprofessional GSCF member. Yeah.
You see one, two,
all
three?
Right. Yes, man.
Right down. The car clean. See, the glass there.
Yes.
That was a big shootout, you know. The good man.
Then what on? I have a question for you ask, you know. I wish part it there, sir. That look like it there in our station compound.
Station, yes.
All right. You know the question I'm gonna ask you now. If that is a shootout, yeah, and him get 3 gunshots through the windscreen, that car would have to crash somewhere along the line. The front wouldn't stay so. That would have run in a something.
Yeah.
You understand? Because obviously, him would have fire. The car would have in a motion. Yeah, him get gunshot, him going to try to leave the scene. Yeah. But so the car couldn't so clean. Well, we know that is an execution style of killing. Yeah. Corner man, and then we are here some frivolous type of reasoning that come out like mistaken identity. No. We hear otherwise from the mother as it relates to him being arrested.
Hear this part. Hear this, pirate. Hear this. Hold on. Let me play it back. Hold on. Hear that.
Members of the security forces were challenged to an intense gun battle by armed men in a section of hurricane-hit Black River this afternoon. TVJ News understands that 1 man died in the incident. He has been identified as Leighton Nemhard, also known as Bigadon, from Newtown in the parish. Police sources say he was recently released from prison and was on their radar as one of the main violence producers in the Newtown area. An illegal firearm was also seized in the incident. The alleged standoff took place in an area known as Hodges District. We were told that the standoff caused the police teams to be redeployed from other parts of the parish to provide support. There were no reports of injuries to the security forces.
No, that makes sense. So in the car with the 3 shot. But men in the car they shoot up, the car not shoot up. That means them a fire shot and police. So you couldn't have carry a back of police with them 16, them that shoot up the car, them that hold it that on in that strainer. You saw them fool. Yes, Pat. Are the stupidest thing you ever see. Yeah, Pat.
Let me have what you call frivolous report, you know. Report that contain a lot of mischief making and lies. And I mean, we have to get this out of the JCF. You understand? Under no circumstance, that report with them give is not an accurate report. That is a grossly inaccurate report. Very, very falsified report that is. You understand? Because them say them commander increasing gunfire and it's a large security team. That mean gunshot at trade like wow, then I'm go tree alone go through the windscreen. Nowhere else, not in the side of the car. Nowhere upon the car, just through the windscreen. Just 3 shot alone. We not classify 3 shot to be heavily, gun trading circumstance. With man with M16 rifle or whatever I want to have. But then the car no crash with him. Hey, when Butter get shot out a 2 mile up in a Crescent Road, a straight cross Spanish Town Road, it go crash in the wall. Okay? So them guy here where come give them fictitious report here. Them need to understand, say, Jamaican not so daft, Yeah? Jamaican may cannot read, but them have civic understanding. Them not daft. You understand? But we are seeing this type of reporting.
When we hear the go down here the cast coming up. Right? If the bus did them in the part, they're running all the bus. The bus are right at the bus stop this. Better than a creed.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm going to be sitting at the wall. And then I said I come from up there, say, we had the shot them too.
Yeah, and then up Crescent Road, but I pick up the shot and come straight cross, man. And ramming at the wall of side gate, man.
Yeah, man.
Ramming at the wall of side gate, Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, him neck get broke, him get gunshot and him neck get broke. You understand? Because of the crash of the car. Yeah, because you get gunshot, so you're not just dead same time, Yeah, unless a close-up shot and it just tear you off like that. But, the car go move. They go crash. Yeah. So, we understand exactly where we're going in Jamaica. From as far as we are. Yeah, we name that up on the scene. Just the reporting. The report is always consistent along this line. Several police turn up a man with gun, but the police now get no injury. You notice? The police not get no injury, them police are skill. You understand? So, me don't know why them are deploy so much. Because when you bungle up, it's easier for a man get shot, because not for uno. One man is harder for him target him and knock him just like that. Unless it's close up. Yeah, but a gunman stand up at him door, soon I come and turn, go for him gun and just point it at the door. When bother point it at the door. Would have bust it, man would have get shot. Lie them and tell this so. With a one day. Now with this farmer, because me I come down in a chronological order. With the farmer now, where them have warrant for him and go and play 6 a.m. in the morning. An early morning killing. Just like Romario Sterling. And this go to Crab and Andrew. An orchestrate in Jamaica. Early morning execution. More sight are done early morning. You understand? And it has to stop with the bag of lie. We have dragged the family member them name in a gutter. Like the members are criminal. Far as I'm concerned, these are innocent man. Yeah? Innocent man, the farmer, him have a lot at stake. Him a 31, if him a deal with crime, him not deal with farming. Him wouldn't be a livestock farmer. You can have a warrant, yeah, to go at an address I seek out men's having illegal firearm, you know. Men's, you know. So where the other one them there? And how them not turn on a gunshot pound, you know. Because when men's asleep like that, the whole of them are criminal, you know. Them. I'm one firearm I go there. Because I'm in a par in a group of 5 and a 1 gun there. 5 gun or more gun off there. So how no get shot? Oh! And how release him, that's him run going up abandoned building, so to speak. Yeah, but watch him, you know. Go in there and take up a gun from underneath a bucket, then kill him.
Backside.
Eh? Watch him, you know. Because you have to see when, you have to watch him to see that, say, well, then him go in there, so. Can run from you know, that him, say, you know. Yes. Him escape and go in a building. Right? No, if police have me like that, I'm gonna see them a threat to me to kill me on the spot there, so. Yeah. Then obviously, me not gonna make no move. Me go just easy and humble. Yeah. Cause remember, no handcuff me nor nothing, you know, nor drape me, you know. Me free like you cross career with here. Me free like you cross career. You understand? So oh me, you know, I go take it for myself. Move from where you there. I want to see me run go in a building and me go for a gun underneath a bucket.
No,
a bucket.
Man, them say them have custody him, that mean them hold, and him break free, that mean them hold him. I lie them a tell again.
They know that me a talk about Wayne and Byron. I lie them and them a tell, man.
And him break free, you know.
Right.
And go under a bucket, you know. And then take out a gun. And then, so let me tell you something before you say something else, Pat and Byron. Can you imagine? Can you imagine me a farmer? And me have a gun, an illegal gun. And me have to sleep with it outside. Anybody can come kill me or kill my family. Cause me have a gun and I put it out there so under a bucket. That mean a man can just come and see me put it and just me see him going to come kill me. Look how the man then lie. Nobody no kill this so. And remember, I know bury and hide it, you know. You just put it in an old place under a bucket. People that more see that. A man could kick off the door and kill and use the same gun kill you. That no make no sense again. Them two lie. Can you not beat up your own self, you know, brother? And your own life, you dash way. And if them never see that, why you run go for your gun, them that just carry you out of the place, and then you go bend down and them watch you the RM16, maybe a 20 of them 30, because them are go so them go. And then you take up a handgun and then you point it to them. And then them shoot you. You know, you do all these things, you know, break free, you know, Byron. Exactly. And go for your gun and then you point it. You know, fire at night, you know. That means a suicide they commit. That makes sense?
That don't make sense.
Brother, come on no, man. Come here, Pat.
Yeah, well, you know, this Marvel, everybody, you know. Yeah. The duration of time with this thing, this type of report on killing of civilian, I continue. When them did go St. Thomas go kill the man in the early morning where them did arrest, you know, and have him there and let him out and carry me in back and then release him and say them must kill him. Them go the early man go kill the man when the man get ready for go work in him house. Yeah? And them say try to disarm them or something like that sort or pull gun pan them. I be a them thing we are here. You understand? No. This coming like the same instant where we are look on you now. Them arrest this youth where them kill down Argis district, you know. Where them say come from Newtown, you know. Yeah? Them arrest him. But him never there prison. Them the news that said prison. Released from prison. No, he was arrested in a custody, not prison. So just to show you how them are report inaccurate. Prisoner, prison. Custody, custody. There's a difference between the two, you know, penal institution. You understand? So we know a lie them tell us why them can't even get a proper report. You understand? And it is rumored, yeah, that them say them are going to murder the youth. The youth get threatened, you know. Yeah. Somebody pinch him too, you know. And say, well, him and him brother and cousin Yeah,
Police.
depend wanted list. You understand? Dead list. Me want to know what kind of list is, brother. I one list me know about in Jamaica when my mother used to send me to shop with the grocery list, you know. Oh, you have citizen upon wanted dead list. You're supposed to have them on arrested list. What kind of death list is? What kind of death squad are running in Jamaica? And now it branch way from Huntsby. Now it they all down in a Black River, they all about St. Thomas everywhere. Death squad there. We know about the guy Richard Stewart we are run that, you know. And we see them award him, you know. And drive him up underneath Google too. Him the right hand underneath Google too, you know. But he's a man where run a death squad. He's a man where execute two prominent Jamaican citizens that were living overseas. Foul and one British. You understand? I want pin it pan, you know, innocent people. So this thing, Jamaican people have to come out and say enough is enough. Don't wait till it reach your family where you end up a grieve. Like so many grieving mothers, father, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, and friends, and community. Because it is claimed that this gentleman, you know, is popular, well loved because of the profession where him known in different circles right around. And the entire fraternity is mourning this young man dead. The man just keep around robbing for Christ's sake and I return back him liquor them when him take bank consignment. Yeah? Him not no criminal.
But let me play this here. You know, so run up in don't move here. People who want to listen to this. I want to hear him, the dead man, as speak here. So you remember them lock him up in a pattern Byron. This what him send before him care about the liquor. See the vice note what him send here. Yeah, listen.
And then the Thursday no holiday. And then today now, I'm on the plan to move towards cars. The driver's license expire for my birthday. I have credit union for local. Look at my sister. But my driver, she forget for the 23rd. So I'll be a things made. I'll be a things slow down with a free 3 day with people them. Not however.
You're here him and the dead man that you know. So if you care about the liquor and to him lock him send that to him friend and say the Chinaman a call long him phone never even know so them they lock him up. You hear him say 3 days when him did it and then one work and the liquor I care about no you know and them kill him. Here all this identity it's so wicked if you know all the mother and listen all this. Eh? But we are still a shootout and them kill the people them pick me and come with lie. No, a mistaken identity. No. I appear that them are do over Jamaica. Yes, Pat.
No, him can't be no mistaken identity with him just recently in them custody, you know. They must know him. So how you gonna mistake him? And how you have so much different discrepancies surrounding the one circumstance of incident. Regarding the fact say this man alone in him carrying about no come on that heavy shooting that's enough have heavy security. And the shooting like it rampage in a Adjis district. While I go 3 shots on the fire and eliminate the guy. This young man was eliminated, was assassinated. Head on. We don't know. Yeah? So you can't mistake in identity a man who just release out of custody. I wanna try to tell that. You think we are dummy around here, so? We are not dummy around here, so. Who execute this young man like several more young men in Jamaica. And Minto, you must be held responsible for this. You down there keep up your fuckery. Because we see her say yes sir to Nancy Andrew Holness, you know. We see her bow and her worship Andrew Holness. You understand? So we know he's a yes man and a lackis for Andrew and the administration and Google too. Yeah. So you know what I'm about. Yeah. The people them are mix you up. People them now mix you up. You mix up already long time. People them just I say what them know. Yeah, go on with another place. These people them I say it as it is. You understand? And you don't need to keep no meeting tomorrow, you know. You don't need to keep no fucking meeting tomorrow. Let me tell you this. You need to stop your fuckery down there so where you going with. As a matter of fact, you need to relieve your duty. You understand that me I tell you, you know. You see, we want good policeman because we endorse the police, you know. Because everywhere in the world I have police. But we don't want a whole murderer like you in the force. You understand? We are go around and order people picnic. Demise. Eh? You threaten the youth. You not threaten the youth. A bird whisper to him and tell him what got one. So we know this is a premeditated murder we no carry out. So now Minto and shit the people and for Derby with shit under your ass. When you go down there tomorrow about meeting. Eh? You don't want to keep meeting, you keep it prior. And you go down there and you say what you have to say. You understand? We not deal with no after ceremony after you murder the woman pick you want come keep meeting. Piece of garbage. The whole I know hitch up underneath Google too. And hitch up underneath nasty criminal Andrew Holness. And I carry out an extrajudicial murder in the country. And it have to stop. It have to stop. Hey, me I tell you I ramp with some people, you know. Yeah, but to the people, them heart not still like all a man like my one, you know. Can you see me? Me do like where my virgin there from down a flame, what's your name? What's name again? Jeremiah. Jeremiah said he would have detonate the place. He would have detonate to make sure no you nasty thinking Minto. And the whole of your death squad screw. Yeah, like when time me mapping out, you know. I know what time on the construct on the look morning orderly ceremony, you know. Where you give out instruction, you know. And me just come in there like me a report, you know. And just detonate it, you know. And blow up station and everybody, all myself. Send a message to the whole entire GCF. I tell you. You don't need to stop on a fuck now in Jamaica. What do you think, say? It's a wild world of West Jamaica becomes. Eh? You don't go like a cowboy with some yellow name. Them thing a long time, you know about them thing from Trinity and murder people all out of 2 miles, you know. A name like Trinity, we know that in a comic, you know. Cowboy, you know. And him take the name. Him are the one who start the fuckery with this alias name na the force. You understand? And I mean, hear him tell a lie in an interview.
Yes.
You understand? Then you have Ox, you have one a day, you have Cowboy, you have this, you have that, you have After Dark, where him used to take set up a tavern. You understand? People think of After Dark, you know. No, After Dark. Dark. Them time, them strike, not dog. You understand? So we have this type. Yeah, we have this type of narrative being attached to, you know, policemen who we know say them duties to go out to serve, protect, and reassure, make sure everything is in order. But when you look them take up alias name, them have competition amongst them. Who can make the most dopey? All them things there in the society, man. And like the people, the powers that be not know about these narrative. Got them hear it, you know.
Andrew them a do it.
Andrew them a do it. Crab a do it. And the commissioner them.
Andrew them a do it.
Remember, hey brother, watch this man. When a guy like Richard Stewart from Huntsby get elevated just to assassinate a citizen to the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, or if you have a man who run a death squad in charge of crime, then what will be the substance coming from that nasty piece of shit house? Yeah. What will be the substance coming from this nasty piece of shit house here? This big belly pampas, vampire, bloodsucker, old murderer. What will be the substance coming from him filtering down to the rest of men them? Remember the only thing him can do in the JCF, you know, is commission a death squad where him just go out and murder people randomly without any cause. Look on the piece of big old nasty shit. You know, saying Ben, you know. A big type of liquid up in a nasty shit house, you know. You understand? Piece of old dirty, stinking garbage, dumb people. Them. Just look at them big shit, swarty, big belly gut, nasty, Ramstead, JCF operative. Eh? Just look at him. At them here we have a elevate to the rank of Assistant Commissioner in charge of crime. Eh? Him not a portfolio. More than he's a murderer. You understand? A murderer from Huntsby. Just look at him now. Hey, the youth them out of Jamaica ramp with them shit house here, you know. Me no condole certain thing, you know. But me believe in a Moses law, you know. If the police are unleashed terror upon the youth them, me I tell the youth them if you unleash terror upon them. And if you and a tooth for a tooth. Because there is no other justification. Remember, we now get no justice from the Prime Minister. We now get none from the Commissioner. We now get none from the nasty thinking Dudley Wortley Scrab, Minister of Security. Because he was criminally chopping our WikiLeaks, you know. So who have helped the youth them out there? The Bible says help those who help themselves. So the youth them have to help themselves. Because the labor right them bring gun come at Jamaica, you know. And them bring it for a purpose. And them utilize it to kill Michael Manley, Bob Marley, and them kill out a whole heap of people back in the 70s, start in the 70s, come down in the 80s. Yeah, it start after 76. 72, Pickaxe, Stick and Ray. 76, one papa and some gun come in. 80, it turn up. And it never rain in from that. Yeah, it turn up and it never rain in. And so Jamaica traditionally, every year after that, after 1980, we have high murder rate, especially under the Nazi Labour Party. Murder rate shoots sky high. You understand? Because me I tell the youth, me I tell everybody in Jamaica, the Labour Party is a capitalist mentality party who believe and respect and preserve the life of big, rich entrepreneur, billionaire and millionaire. Them no cater for poor people like worse if you're black. I wanna still a hitch up like so no understand so then life is more precious than a party. Your life, both the breath where you breathe and how you live your life, it's more precious and important to you as an individual than a party. Because remember, every party get paid through your work, you know. And you are the slave for the member of parliament, them. And it is worse when you are a slave for a member of parliament who don't have nothing to give back in return more than assassinate, you know. And like a government where I go work like Michael Manley, you know. And just make sure no say the wealth spread around and him dead and him not have nothing like what we see them boy have, you know. That's why I'm glad when them say Michael dead poor. Because if me I run a country, what kind of riches me want amass? And suffer my people them. Then when me dead, when riches come with me, it can't come with me. So I'm glad that the labor right them say Michael Manley die poor. But him do the most work. And that we want. And that we want. We don't want a crab louse like Andrew Holness, who say him come from the bowels of the poor. But him richer than everybody else not carry come. Him wealth is just alongside the necrotic than them from in the cartel men and in them, like Colombia and the Mexican cartel then, or the Venezuelan cartel. You know, see most a cartel people them operate them space there, you know. Because when you think about it, a family of 4, you know, husband and wife and 2 boys pick them, but look on the size. Just look on the size. I'm castle. You understand? Kite up on a hill, so I'm castle, you know. But this are the same guy where we see go over Clifton and destroy people and we are try them do them accomplish finish off them work on them castle. Yeah, the man, them know about it and wait till it reach a certain stage and go tear it down. This germs prime minister where we have, this is how my angry people in Jamaica. And this time Jamaica them realize say you cannot lead your life in a situation where you give it to a germs party with a corrupted leader like Andrew Holness. Move on a support away. Me not telling you to vote PMP. Just stop vote for this garbage and get him move. Create a new party with new leadership. Then you can exercise on the franchise. Or you continue to support a murderer. Andrew is a murderer. And him in charge of the country. And him now stop this killing in the country by the GSCF. We watch them murder 3 little youth out of Rockfort. And when them do the scene was unbelievable. Not knowing that CTV I watch them. So we're glad when the CCTV footage catch them and show you how them angry people are road at night when they murder you innocently. And big nasty thinking dirty swarty big mama come out and said you them attached to Anderson Road gang. You them don't even go around at them place there. Don't even go around at them place there. Big old nasty thinking dirty swarty slimy big mama come out and I said the youth them affiliated to gang. A 3 little youth where them is just like rhyme and reason in the community. Give them little joke, run them little joke, well respected. Yeah, them go at them little hustling. Yeah. One of them, you know, him have him job, you know, the older one, you know. The next one, them do them little thing. Them no killer, them no robber, them no gang. And the 3 of them was brutally wiped out by the state. And the first thing could I report out a nasty thinking that the Big Mama Hatchery was that the youth them affiliated to Anderson Road gang. So you see what we are talking about? The society, it is so corrupt, it is unbelievable that even the media is playing a vital part in all the corruption that take place. Reporting inaccurate to the public. No form of proper reporting in terms of investigation being done. All when them see video, the man them come say something way apart from what the video show and nobody know hold them accountable. They know say that banana republic state Jamaica become to. And one of the vote this one too. Not just a banana republic state, but the worst banana republic state. It's worse than in Africa. What we used to see in Africa and become traumatized, we are experiencing it now in Jamaica. I mean, never think this could have come to Jamaica because remember, you know, Michael Manley, that world state man, used to fight for freedom and liberation in Africa as it relates to what was happening to black brothers and sisters in Africa. Jamaica was the advocate in that regard under Michael Manley leadership. Now we see it now spill over upon Jamaica. Turn over upon Jamaica. Like the poison where Andrew Holness said, them chew upon you, trick you and chew upon you. Well, see the Jamaican, Andrew Holness trick on and chew poison upon you. This is a poison, I mean, no how to get rid of it. Unless you do the ultimate thing by come out and march against this regime with a vote of no confidence against this guy. I mean, I talk about march, you know, day in, day out. Protest like you never protest before. Make it become an international media storage coverage with the world are viewing upon it. Turmoil must be in a Jamaica because we can't take this no more. Too much our young, brilliant youth look on Jabbar Farquharson, Cherry Lane. We see exactly what happened. We see the motive. When this big belly, nasty, stinking, big slimy got one go in and look up in the ceiling. He might the first one look up. And what them do after that? Them shift the angle of the camera. Yeah, everybody could see how jolly that youth was. You know. Just coming from work, having a party, not knowing that was his last meal. Yeah, run to the door, give them the welcome that they deserve. Call them a law-abiding officer. We're supposed to protect, serve, and reassure. What them do with him afterward? Them murder him and the story themselves, mistaken identity. Just listen, man. That was the story again, you know. Mistaken identity, you know. Oh, you mistake a number for another number. Then you don't know the individual where you want. You know, see that little youth this one come to you. Him look like who did want. We not buy them the garbage story there, yeah? We not directly get something from the youth there. Maliciously or what? I don't know. Sometimes police will tell lie per man over girl, you know. That little youth they go all there with one of them girl and them just plan something and go murder him. Yeah? And tell lie. Yeah? So the youth draw a little old 38 where owner now ship in again, you know, 38 out of existence. The police alone have barrel gun. Police alone have barrel gun, let me tell you now. So no stop the fucker with this barrel gun thing. You understand? No move away from 9mm, you know. And the 9mm, they always have 8 round. 8 round. Just consistent like back in the 80s when we used to kill them and them. Yeah, because them attacking with ice pick and machete and knife. Me no know which man so foolish for soon with so much gun and attack a jeep load of police with one ice pick or a knife or a machete. Eh? Where you hand you have to do so with it. And I like them we have something we have fire at you. But you brave enough? Come on. Gonna stop the fucker now. And we are called upon this big droopy dog face commissioner to leave the post. Leave the post! He's a piece of shit house. He's a disgrace to the commissioner office. He's the worst one ever to sit in there. He's miles ahead of Gogo Gaga, you nasty piece of droopy shit house, you. I yield back the floor, my brother, because I'm mad tonight, you know. Where people me are telling us I'm mad, you know. Them things when me I see I go on to Jamaica, you know. Them have me topsy-turvy. Me tell you some would be a suicide mission now. I would have detonated upon the nasty stinking men too. Yes, brother. Take back the floor, sir.
All right. You definitely made a point. But the bottom line in terms of, you know, the series of unlawful killings that we had witnessed, right, on several video clips, it is obvious that, you know, the government is not making any effort to change the trajectory as it relates to unlawful killings. And that is quite sad. Now, when you look at how the Prime Minister behaved and the message that the Prime Minister sent in terms of, you know, uttering that people will meet their maker. And we're also the Minister of National Security, right, is encouraging, you know, Jamaican Constabulary Force member to shoot and then investigate after. Those statements quite responsible, right? But, you know, and as such, right, you see leadership quality has been lacking, right? When you look and see that we have gone how many days? 8 days, right, in January lonesome, and how many killings?
17.
8 days.
But for the first day alone, 18, including the little baby. 8.
Okay. So 8 days and 17 killing.
Yeah.
that is actually 2 point something
Yes.
per day.
Yes.
Now, so we have to take, right, a serious look at this, right? And let me ask Andrew Holness, for extrajudicial killings, which category would you put that as it relates to murder, or as it relates to homicide? Which category would you put that? Would you put that in murder? Because that's murder. Every single extrajudicial killing,
Yes.
unlawful killings by the police,
Of course, by the state,
right, should be placed in murder.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm talking about. That if you do the right thing, under no circumstances, you are going to get the murder rate down by 41%. When you have the police is carrying out serious extrajudicial killings, right? And it is getting at an alarming rate. And this is no joke. You don't have a one-off incident where that is happening. It is happening too often. So that becomes a problem. And that erode any so-called success that this administration would have as it relates to the crime reduction. So this is why we are saying that we can't endorse that as it relates to a government that is corrupted. Now, if the government is using a fear tactics by agreeing with police officers to carry out extrajudicial killings, then this is something that we really have to put under the microscope, right? What people don't understand, you know, yes, we all want to see the crime reduce. Come on. Remember, the crime in Jamaica doesn't affect GLP. It doesn't affect PNP. It affects Jamaicans. It affects all of us. Right? And so then we're on the platform, we are in support of the police. But let us tell you what we are in support of the police for. Good, solid investigation that ought to be done and deals with due diligence as it relates to the processing of such activity. Under no circumstances we can endorse extrajudicial killings. We just can't. We just can't. And so we are saying that we don't want our police officers to be judge, juror, and executioner. The government must be aware that there is a fundamental reason as to why you have the criminal justice system, and that you ought to make the criminal justice system work. Simply means the police needs to investigate and investigate properly, collect all the evidence necessary, follow the chain of evidence, store evidence properly, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's, and work in tandem with prosecutors to put a solid case in the court and get a solid conviction. So the government at no time should be cherishing the idea of using extrajudicial means to trigger fear and saying that you're going to reduce crime, you're going to reduce murder. You have to understand what is facilitating the crime and get to the source. So this is what I'm saying. If we have good leadership to lead us into a path of success and prosperity and providing jobs, right, for many of us, it shouldn't be that the government is lying about unemployment and saying to us that the unemployment rate is 3%. So let me ask the question. Is the government is telling Jamaica that 97% of Jamaicans are working? That is ludicrous. That is ludicrous. And why am I going there? I am saying that the government need to set better examples to lead the society. If the government is corrupted, then all that comes down the line, if the head is dirty, the tail is going to dirty. What washes down from the head of the stream will go down to the bottom of the stream. I find it ironic that Andrew Holness, Dr. Crabbe, and many of them who now becomes a target of the Integrity Commission investigators as it relates to the investigation of corruption. It's ironic that they are fighting to reduce crime. No, it doesn't work like that. It says, father and mother that suck the sour grape. What it does, melting pot? Set the children teeth on edge. Father and mother that suck the sour grape set the children teeth on edge. So I'm saying that the government is to lead with example. If the government is corrupted, that government poisons the entire society. We have seen where the criminal justice system being corrupted as a result of Andrew Holness extended arm. If you plant corn, you are going to get corn. And if you plant peas, that's what you will be getting. If Andrew Holness wants to clean up the society, I am telling Andrew Holness one thing. He has to look in the mirror. And I yield back.
Yes, man. By the time run so fast, brother, it's unbelievable. We knock over, you know. We knock over, but tonight, you know, so I forget mad pan them or we get mad, you know, because, you know, them are really going bad. And we are talking to the police them before anything else. I make melting pan take out that and then we just move. Police, stop kill after you them. But now that foolishness. And Andrew Holness, same like we are talking about me, Jamaica, we need you to come talk about the cocaine them in Jamaica. And we wonder, oh, none of them big boys, they don't get locked up. For none of them cocaine can really carry on the country. It's the main reason. And then when the police them are look, you notice, you never hear them going and none of them people, 310 of them, I hear them seize any cocaine, and you hear them seize anything at all. That body, brothers, nothing like that. You got one gun and your pine pan. And, you know, all of them come up with some old kind of gun here. Some little, all kind of musket you go in them house and take it and pine pan a group of police. If them Joe and them see him and then them go in and go for a gun and pine, then shoot him. All these are lie. You know, it wicked up on the farmer where you take him now building and kill him and come with something like this. Yeah? This bad. You understand? Them thing I want to have to stop it. Yeah? You can make Pat close up the thing here because you know so it go. Tomorrow I get a more whopping, so you know it go. Yes, Pat. Yes, Pat.
Yeah, me just I said to the hierarchies, you know, the power that being Andrew Holness, Commissioner of Police, and Dr. Crab, you know, Minister of National Security. Jamaica need a period of calm now, you know. Yeah, on the back of all the 310 that was, you know, eliminated at the hands of the JCF last year. Combine that with Melissa and everything else, yeah. And how to start off the year 2026. 8 day into the new year, on the gone 17. I am saying to you guys that Jamaica need a period of calmness and stability amongst the entire citizen that are out there. Yeah, more so the less fortunate citizen who are taken, yeah, in a criteria method like they are bird. Want to just go bird hunting. You understand? I want to come back with a bag full of bird that's been slaughtered. Well, I know my people are not bird. My people are talented, yeah, brilliant-minded Jamaicans with lots to offer to society and a whole. You understand? And I see the state that eliminate the youth them before them reach them full potential. Same thing them did want to do to Bob Marley at a young stage, but look where Bob Marley reach in life. Bob Marley become a global superstar, an icon, the first superstar from the third world hemisphere. But the Labour government did want to eliminate him. So may I say, this has to stop. There must be some form of reconciliation regarding this high spate of killing by the state of civilian in the country. So here it is now. I'm putting the ball in the court of Jamaica for Justice and umbrella group of churches. Me and my two brothers here, we alone some man in the wilderness, Mystic Sensation, Sir Lord Byron, and I Melting Pot. We are asked umbrella group of churches, please conduct a special, you hear what I'm saying? Conduct a special press briefing on the high spate of killing in Jamaica. And I want that to be done with immediate effect. If umbrella group of churches and Jamaica for Justice mean the society any good and want to play the role in society as what their description says, then I am asking for a swift and comprehensive action in this matter. The government must be told in no uncertain manner that enough is enough with the state killing. Enough is enough with the lie reporting. You understand? Enough is enough. When you talk about your commander what increasing gunfire, or one man can turn on increasing gunfire in a Hodge district. That's uno put out a statement, a report, like uno commander heavy gunfire. I wanna have to get all back up and corner of the area when a 3 shot uno fire and assassinate the man from in front. Head on! Uno assassinate the young man. You understand? And this mistaken identity syndrome when I use, it is ludicrous. Ludicrous. You can't mistaken identity a man wanna just release out of the custody.
Byron,
And don't.
but, let me say a little things on this. Them lock him up, make the police them get familiarized with him. Yes. And them let him go and kill him.
That's what they did.
Yes.
That's what they did.
And them hold him, not can't say 3 days upon the street. Them gone for 3 days. They hold him for 3 days and then let him go. Yeah? 2 or 3 days. So only get to know him and then we got this and we have everything for him. So kill him
Yes.
There's no mistake identity. Then kill him purpose. Yeah.
And the next thing when I want to highlight, you see, them baby mother or girlfriend here want to have a little domestic dispute on the home when it escalate beyond nothing of any great proportion, but run gone to police boy, gone tell police boy so no man have gun and all them thing that tell lie and then come and talk about no sorrow no for go you know. Kinda like you don't know the repercussion when you go tell police them thing you know. You don't know where gonna happen you know. Whereas if you go down there and look with the policeman, I'm going to eliminate the man who want to come report and forget to know. I want to know all these things, I want to know I saw the man them program, you know. You understand? But you still gonna run, gonna give up your so-called husband or boyfriend or whoever the relationship status want be. Me no support them thing there. Woman understand on herself, you know. We don't know the current climate in a Jamaica as it relates to the GSCF and the youth them. We don't know when you go tell police man have gun, him life gone just as how the word come out of your mouth. Them are gonna take him out. Yeah, cause them love them thing there. So what could I, you know, from this young woman have to go tell police that the young man have gun? When the young man have no gun. Eh? So, you know, two wrong no make a right, brother. You have to understand what you do, you know. You look like you head gone out of Jamaica, you know. No found look like you head gone, you know. Me don't know what I'm doing, you know. But when me I see from most of my people, them, and unfortunate people that come from the boils of the poor, yeah, me see we on losing the marbles, you know. On losing the marbles. I mean, I know the reason for that. You understand? Me don't know if a high cost of living or the high inflation and everything and, you know, austerity measure want to under, you know. But something what me soon I do, you know, it not right, you know. I mean, I was telling you to say it not right, not even a God or man sight, it not right. We don't have to change up on the folly grounds. Yeah? Running to the police and telling lie on an individual don't make it right. I bet you did go to him mother if you and him have something and you can't work it out. Go to him mother and ask him mother to come intervene. You don't think that the mother would have been a more better solution than going to the police? Because if this young man did want you nothing, you didn't even have time for go to police, you know. Go tell lie, you know. So we just know, say, maybe Trim is a man we like to go out and him job description, him flex amongst people and you gonna want him go somewhere, him no want you. Me don't know where I go on. But some jealousy come in, you know, and lie. Lie was the ingredient to plaster over the jealousy. Yeah? Maybe I share the problem. Who to tell? Why she run go and tell police that the young man have gone? So when they don't know, you can't bring him back, you know. No, sorry, can't bring back this young man life. Because you threw him at the deep end. From you go make him get mixed up with police. And the topic of him being sorted by the police relates to firearm. Illegal firearm. You know that spell trouble. And I yield back the floor, my brother.
Yes, brothers.
All right.
Yeah, man. But there, I remember that one match in the thing, railroad there, so remember I said to them they keep them they draft the election, them they draft the election, brothers. So we show forward. So at the 28th, you know.
Yes.
But we soon come your side, you know, soon tell you when, man. Soon come your side. So we just do some things all over the place and them thing then line up the thing them. See that one here? When you can't miss it, come, you know, because we are par, you know. But we soon come your side. Yeah, we are going all over the place here. All right, let me show them the one here. See that one?
Run Things, Promotions, and The Vibes Entertainment present One Show, One Vibe, A Night of Niceness. Saturday, 28th of March, 2026. The Vigi Sports Complex comes alive with a once-in-a-lifetime event. Smile St. Lucia Concert, the old school dancehall edition. Featuring live from Jamaica, the old Gangali, Louis Culture.
I was born to be free.
Louis Culture. The Golden Voice, Little Kirk. And if you remember Gun in her baggie. Champion Bubbler and Bomb Flick. Then I know you love 90s dance hall. The great Little Lenny.
Now go and tell your friends that the one and only lover boy come again. Oh God. Bring him in one. Girl, the love it don't fit. Kill me dead.
And from 7'5" great Meshach.
Mr. Diddy Show, he alone, Warren the show.
Meshach.
An Ethiopian princess.
Alley Cat. Alley Cat. General Bakes. Music by Lionheart Sound from Canada. The Lucian Boss DJ Cleese, Twins of Twins, and the Rocket Launcher. Early bird tickets are $100, regular $130. You pay more at the door. Tickets are available at Steve's Barber Shop or purchase online at ticketgateway.com. Smile St. Lucia is a night of niceness where the stars shine brighter and the music hit deeper. That's the recipe for a good time. The rhythm of the heart and soul. So see you there.
Is it? So we'll come your way, man. Soon we'll come and start promote that, you know. We are moving a mistake. Soon we are moving, remember music a year line to, you know, you to, you know, part. So we are moving, you know. Yeah, carry the message, carry the music back there. Because, you know, our thing that, we there. Brothers.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. We bless up here. Later.
All right.
People. Later.